What up, guys? How you guys doing? How's it going? Welcome to the live. I'll be live for like an hour, maybe 2 hour stops. Today was a good day. Finished dashing. Um, you know, it's another day above ground. 18 hour hard, just 10:45. So 50 around the block. My nephew's giving me shit. He's like, damn, 50's around the block out there. Yeah, getting old. I'm like, body's aging. The age does not stop. Time does not stop until it's your last breath. But I tell him, everybody else, like, as long as you cherish every day above ground, you'll be blessed. I promise you that. And for everybody out there, my motto is just day by day and baby steps, because I go through tonight, I'm not guaranteed tomorrow. No one's guaranteed tomorrow. So cherish the people you love, the things you care about in life in general. And then I promise you 1,000, the less stress in your life, the better for yourself as one being. I can guarantee that. Because don't let man-made bullshit try to stress you out every which way. Like bills, don't overbuy type of situation. Like, you have two words which people don't talk about it, but it's very factual. It's necessities, shit I need to pay. Like your cell phone bill. Let's say you're an adult, young teenager type of situation. Your bills, rent, insurance, so on and so on. That's necessities. And accessories, shit that you want. A lot of people do accessories first versus necessities, and then when it comes to pay the bills, they're short and respectful, because now on social media, they beg for $1, GoFundMe, all these platforms. But the downfall is if you post what you're doing in life and someone calls you out for what you're doing, they in your feelings about it. Like, like you just went to Mexico, quote unquote, Cancun and all, but now you can't pay your rent. You can't pay your car note. And someone comments on, they're like, you should have paid. Next time I'm trying to learn from this, like, take your necessities, pay your car note first, and then do accessories. When you can, stack your money and try to go to Mexico type of situation. Your little, whatever you're trying to buy type of situation. And to warn people, remember this. Other physical beings and the AI, ask anything man-made for advice to life. Go to Mexico. Mexico can't speak to you. Cancun can't speak to you. The water can't speak to you. Other than physical beings and the AI, nothing can speak to you. But yes, yeah, beautiful man-made bullshit. Yes. Gucci and Prada. Get your tattoos, buy clothes, buy all these expensive shit, but you're still sad, depressed, anxiety, bitter, hateful. You're still stuck in your ex, or you're still stuck in a toxic love, broken, coded relationship, or the worst of all of us, you're a zombie, you're addict and addiction. But yeah, man-made bullshit, respectfully. Make that make sense, And I know it's be bluntly wise, but there's no way to be empathetic like I used to be, right? And speak proper and nice and watch your words. Respect does not get nobody's attention. It doesn't. Like, you see, you're a nice person, cool, right? But I use my narcissist traits everybody has, right? Be first with my words, and it gets your attention. That's why my numbers are higher type of situation. Especially when the queen side, like, you bitch about him every day above ground, but the door's right there. You have nowhere else to go to, 1,000 kings, 1,000 zillions of kings of the whole universe. Potentially the healing journey. Why you messing with a boy, a prince type of situation, a gesture and shit, because you love him, because it makes you feel good, because you're invested. That's the shit for everybody out there. Yeah, everyone gets invested when you have a person by your side. But analogy metaphor, it's better to die today and tomorrow. Eventually I get that time somewhere in my body, my arms, my chest, and my back, right? And it's factual. A 10-day breakup is better than a 100 breakup. The downfall is people are scared to hurt people's feelings, and there's the problem. Like, I don't want to be mean, hurt their feelings. Check it out. For everybody out there, they're choosing her no matter what. Deadass, they're choosing her no matter what. If not, give your love time feelings. You can't get it back. You can't buy it back. God Almighty can't get back to nobody. If I'm wrong, ask God, the universe, for yesterday back. It's still Sunday, so, God, the universe, can you give me Saturday back? Yesterday, Saturday, I was 44. Today, Sunday, I'm 45 now. Can I get 44 back? Fucking crickets. That's why I keep it simple. As it being, I speak black and white, think black and white, I live black and white. I just do this human experience, quote unquote, until my last dying breath. And after that, I'm not here no more. And after that, the idea that some of you doing the healing journey, I inspired you to work on yourself as a being, to be selfish in a positive manner. If not, then suffer till your last day in breath. To trigger everybody out there, 95% of the universe, a high number, 95% of you, I was you. You're broken, codependent, scared to belong, abandonment issues. You are looking for love and happiness in people, and man-made BS. All you doing is buying vanity, cut wounds in your mansion, your head. The answer to life is the person in the mirror. All you ever needed was you, the end. You just don't know that yet. You believe it's a physical being and man-made bullshit that will make you happy. Yeah, happiness is fake. Like X says, recipes X. I love the way he speaks, man. Or the way he spoke. He's 20 years old. I cannot say that shit. Show me any 20-year-old that says that happiness is fake. I don't believe in happiness. I strive for joy. Joy is forever. So 95% of you, you potentially not just on a journey, maybe you're in a healing journey to your last day in breath, and you don't know why, and then you worry about the person by your side. That's the worst part for everybody out there, which I appreciate the fullest. You can have everything man-made. Everything. Gym therapy, body, beauty, lust, money, power, and fame, but magically, you can be a zillionaire, but magically, someone comes in your life as a potential partner, and they sell you a fucking dream, and they sort of shatter you, and now you have all my tattoos. These tattoos on my body, you can't see them. I wear my hoodie for the most part. My scars healed. 95% of you, they're your cuts and wounds, or they become your cuts and wounds, and you don't know what to do. And before that, you believe in God, higher source. That's beautiful, but it's a kicker to call everybody out. God, Jesus, Allah, Buddha, Muhammad, the universe, the spiritual, your ancestors are not suffering at all. They don't wake up. You know what? Today I'm sad. You know what? Fuck my ex. Look at my partner. What's the hidden treasure? How you doing? It's going? How you doing, Queen? And I say respectfully, no, we weak beings do. We're the ones that go through our feelings, and we don't know what to do with these feelings. But we love our partners, but we bitch about them. Make that make sense, respectfully, you know? And that's the shit for everybody out there. Like Buddha taught for, I think, 45 years of his life. And it's not reason of competition. I probably live 200 fucking years old. Mind and body. I do mind and body. And the person by your side. Why? Because relationships can make you, break you, and they will definitely destroy you. If you allow these relationships to destroy you, they shall. Tell me I'm wrong. I was you. Was past tense. 95% of you, you're going through that bullshit. Or you're so destroyed that you have walls hella high, and you say, you know, God, the universe is your love. That's your husband. That's your fiance. Say that. Do that. Be scared of love. And daydream about the bullshit. Watch all these movies. I love anime. Anime is fucking phenomenal, man. You see all this love shit, you know, I'm no longer able to be destroyed. That's beautiful. That's the intent not to. If you're more on the awakened woke journey, this my situation, woke face tattoo, 1% woke. We're the refuge judges of all universes. That's who we are. That's why I speak so bluntly, whereas I don't give a shit about nothing man-made. You can come in my life, try to brag about, look at my car, my body. Yo, queen, check out. No, your body can't talk to me. Lustfully, yes, it can. Physically, you want to get physical, to fight. Cool, if you get physical, break each other up. But it's your mind. I keep it simple. You know, I date you as a potential person, right? An associate, you know, a friendship, a partnership, because your mind tells your mouth to move and have conversations. Your mind tells your fingertips to text this message. Your body is just a fucking vessel. Other than your mind, keep it simple. Other than your mind, ask any part of your body. Keep it fucking simple. Any part of your body provides to life. Any part of your body. You cannot use your mind. Brain, it's a fucking organ. That's all it is, man. Your whole body's fucking crickets. A lot of queens, especially nowadays on social media, when I say respectfully, if I go to your platform with you queens out there, right, and then like, yeah, beautiful picture, quote unquote, but I see your platform and yourself with queens and you're offering flesh, what do I think? God? Do I think universe? No, I just think OnlyFans. So yeah, cause you're beautiful, you're out for lust, awesome, but then say you're broken, like you're lost. And more like you're looking to toxic relationships and you get to shed tears. Like, man, right? How you beautiful, exotic, everybody wants you, but you're crying over one person in the whole universe. Make that shit make sense respectfully. And then you believe in higher source. Higher source not struggling. Why you struggling respectfully, you know? I could use a tattoo like that. Simplicity is euphoric 1,000 every which way. And that's why I keep it simple. Like, cause to like go through this healing journey for years to be, it's gonna hurt really bad. If you allow it to, you know. And then from there, why you worry about trust and loyalty? Like, who will I get involved with to be in like my life as a potential partner, and they won't break trust and loyalty? Yo, people could do it every day above ground. That's why, to keep it simple, as one being can handle rejection. What? No, yo, for one people, no one's got to stay. I know it's fear, but it's fear in a positive manner. It's a forewarning. Like, what? Nobody has to stay. If you believe your partner will stay forever, yo, go fall on your face. If you get blessed, you two get blessed, and you're a power couple, which, respect when I say this, I don't really see them. You see partial power couples, give him 5 years, fucking more on the male side, he's ready to body hop in the whole face. the housewife, the work wife, social media, all these platforms are bullshit. Every which way. How you doing? Hey, what's up, Otto? How you doing, Quinn? Going to live. How you doing? How's life? How was your day? And I say respectfully, like, to see real power couples, that's like fucking I'm not dime a dozen, but that's rare. Go buy a scratch ticket. And see, I see beautiful couples. I talked to a lot of them, you know. Face to face, they seem like a cool cast, cool peoples, but like, I don't know them like that. I don't live with them. I don't, nothing like that, you know. But for the time being, what's the topic? Oh, the same topics every day above ground. Toxic relationships, the healing journey, mental health. Do you know what love is? I like that people all the time, like my little riddle, like, do you know what love is? Do you comprehend what love is? If you knew what it was, I promise you 1,000, you would walk away a long time ago. You would not stay in this toxic love, broken, caught-up relationship. You would not be there to worry about hurting their feelings. Like, yo, you're not matching energy. You know, they're taking energy. Matching energy can't be simple as love. Taking energy, that's toxic love. So if you're on the overall, a more loving person, you match energy, compassionate, that's beautiful. But what about them? You know, where you from? Oh, Seattle, Washington. How about yourself? Ready to walk alone to meet myself again? Yeah, love is messy. You know, truthfully speaking wise, love hurts. Like my tattoo, my first baby mom's, this is back in 2000. I'm not even a poet. It says, you know, love is good when it's good, but when it's bad, it's bad. My boy that was doing my tattoo almost 6 years ago, he's like, that doesn't make sense. I was like, if it's wrong, oh yeah, you know, I think you were here last night. Yeah, you're from Canada. I forgot what part, Quebec or something like that. That was cool, man. Canada sounds beautiful, like Seattle. That's what I've heard from the locals and the Canadians that I talk to. You know, seems cool. I've never been, but it seems cool out there. You know, for the most part, there's a lot of parts of the universe that are beautiful. But here's the kicker. You know, like focus more energy on beings. Beings can talk to you. Canada can't talk to you. Seattle can't talk to you. Any part of the universe can't talk to you. Only physical beings can talk to you. And the AI, if you know how to speak to the AI correctly, respectfully. I want here, awesome. You guys see out of Washington, you know. It's and I say respect every which way. That's why I focus on my energy on these conversations, because a lot of people don't know what love is. Respectfully, they don't know what it is. Especially more than a lot of you queens empathetic, you do offer love, but you don't know for the most part how to observe the red flags of your ex-exes to comprehend them. So potential to be when you see it happening with the potential, yo, you verbalize boundary. Check it out. So my ex was like that. All my exes were jealous and controlling. I don't deal with jealous and controlling issues. You said you wasn't, but you actually are. So, you know, first and foremost, you don't change for me. You change for yourself, and you change for our potential friendship or relationship to progress forward in life. If you don't, that is your choice, if you will. But I'm just letting you know I'm walking away. What? Rejection, protection. I don't deal with toxicity. Why would I? Respectfully. If that hurts your feelings, that's your feelings, not my feelings. Do you want to talk about them? I respect your boundaries, but you don't have to. That's your free one choice. But here's the kicker. That lets me know that you're just in a journey, not in a healing journey. I am loving your toxic love, respectfully. You know, at this time, I'm learning to embody divine love, and it's been a journey. That's beautiful. Once again, like, love doesn't hurt. I promise you 1,000, the $1 billion I don't have, love does not hurt. Do not ever be scared of love. Be scared of toxic love. What's toxic love? When you love somebody that doesn't love you back. When you match energy and they take energy. Eventually, tell my body sometimes the straight and say, toxic love will cost you everything emotionally, mentally, spiritually, financially, physically, and your health-wise. And what happens to your queens? If I can't have you, nobody can have you. Now you're a TikTok story. You're, local news, and maybe in the next lifetime you start your healing journey. If not, it's, spirituality talk. In the next lifetime you do this shit all over again. If that's factual, it sucks, because what happens? It's like I work on computers, Rat McGee Techie, so when I erase the operating system and the drive, there's no such thing. It has no operating system. It's just an empty hard drive. It's an empty SSD. It has no feelings. It has no traumas. But I have to reinstall Windows type of situation, or iOS, right, for Apple. So that's us, quote unquote. Like, once again, they use the word idea and faith. But so in this lifetime, at 39, 18 at heart, 44, I take it back. I was 44 yesterday. Today I'm 45 now. So at 45, almost the last 6 years of my life, the best years of my life. So, but here's the kicker. So in this lifetime, at 39, I did my healing journey completed. I'm blessed as one being. And the next lifetime, I pray I'm younger. 29, 19, 9 fucking years old, hearing all these conversations about what I talk about. Go to my platforms. You want to do this healing journey, test your mental health? Coach Rito Podcast. Go any platform. And here's the kicker. You barely see any of my stuff. You see everybody else's content. And that's what says hashtag feelings. Hashtag the healing journey. test your mental health. If you want to feel your feelings, if you want love, if not, go with your belief what love is, and go self-sabotage your life. And let me know the outcome. I know the outcome, but let me know the outcome respectfully, you know? So yeah, I'm not repeating this again. I need to get with different people, but my captors have me guarded. When you say captors, can you please elaborate captors? Like, is it spirituality talk-wise? Because everybody for sure has their own, you know, way of speaking, beliefs type of situation. And the intent is not to date exes. Once again, that's why, like I was talking about 6 years ago, but my real support team, like, yo, like, what was the red flags? I'm like, what are red flags? Like, warnings, like, so you don't, if you're not in this, everyone that dates the same person, anyone that says is like, you know, all Mexicans are toxic, all Mexicans are crazy because you're toxic and you're crazy. All you know is toxic love. Hey, what's up? ¿Cómo estás, Wes? How you doing, Queen? All you know is toxic love, broken, codependent relationships. And if you do that, and if you are doing that, don't, you know, give yourself grace. If you're starting the healing journey, do not be hard on yourself because no one taught you this. I remember this, guys. I started this at 39 in this lifetime. Prior to that, I pray to God, the universe, you know, that magically one day my partner should wake up and she'll love me like I love her. And, you know, we'll match energy best possible and we'll make it work out. Respect, did it work out? No. And nothing wrong with God, higher source. It's us beings. That's the problem. Respectfully, you know. Bien, awesome. Happy to hear that, Queen. I've been diagnosed with BPD, so learning to control my emotions has been hard, but a great lesson. Captors, I mean exactly that on every level. They don't want me to come forth. When you talk about, like, as far as like captors, boys and girls too narcissistic, that's their job. They're losing disciples, respectfully. That's why if you're doing the healing journey, you try to like come forward or expose them. They hate getting exposed because they worry about what? Their reputation. And when it comes to BPD, bipolar, borderline personality disorder, NPD, narcissistic personality disorder, NPD, multiple personalities, everybody got that bullshit. Respect and shit, because why? We're all traumatized. Everyone's stuck on, all of us stuck on what? The generational cycle. If that's not true, look at your fucking toxic ass parents and all your toxic family members. And they love God, the universe. How's that working out for them? You have to diagnose. No one, that's man-made bullshit. Diagnosed? I diagnosed everybody every day above ground. Everybody's robotic. All of us. If you're too empathetic, what are you? The nice of the nice room. You're a loving person. I see anybody, you're a square, I can rock with you. I can talk, even if you're traumatized. I know we have good conversations. Well, I've been doing almost 6 years now. Especially with a lot of queens. We have deep-ass conversations. I don't even know them like that. But why? Because they become vulnerable. You know, I wish my man spoke like this, my ex, because he doesn't know this conversation. You're on a healing journey. He's in a journey. Here's the best part. Why am I speaking to you? I did my healing journey. I'm blessed now. Just that story is healed. In which way? So now I'll and guide you like I was taught almost 6 years ago, and I just pay it forward. You do whatever in this conversation. You do whatever with your feelings. That is your free one choice. But to keep it simple, they're called triggers. Everybody has narcissist traits. The bad side of you says narcissist, hate, pride, ego, lust, greed, power, evil, envy, jealous. Who triggers the bad? The devil comes out of you. The devil's within all of us. How did the devil come out of you? Why did you allow these triggers to become triggered and now you build hatred? Hatred is like swallowing poison voluntarily, respectfully, you know? And that's from anime. I love that from animes. Once I'm exposed, the work changes, but I'm just one of many, but they think I'm alone. Okay. This is why I've stayed comfortable in this chaos to learn how to control myself, and in doing so. That's the intent, balance, best as possible, you know? I've learned to identify the flags and triggers. I'm healing from demon back to angel. Well, that's about the narcissist trait of all of us. Like, you can go from the nice guy nice girl to the bad girl, the fuckboy fuck girl, because you're so hurt, and you know, respectful like I did. Like, everybody around me that does wrong, remember this, they do get blessed with man-made bullshit. What Lucifer, the devil, Satan gave to offer to Jesus. Jesus said no, and guess what? We humans took that bullshit. Yeah, man-made bullshit. The rich, they will the fuck up, and you're doing, you know, God, Buddha, the universe, you know, being empathetic, compassionate, you know, mindful and shit, and you're fucking struggling financially, struggling much mentally, like, and all you want is like, yo, fuck the man-made bullshit. I just want love. Why the fuck you know, attract narcissists, quote unquote, toxic people and shit? Because you done this conversation. Trust. If they taught this shit in fucking kindergarten, middle school, high school, a lot of people will not deal fucking with fuckboy, fuck girls. All these mama tattoos, all these circles, All you bad girl, fuck boy, fuck rules, bully, racist, the worst of all of us. All you zombies, addicts, and addiction. The squares will not fuck with you at all. There'll be associates, maybe real support teams if they choose to want to. They will not be your fucking boyfriend and girlfriend. Like, no, like my situation, I don't do opposite track. Why would I date a girl, a queen, right? That she's a zombie, addicts to addiction, she's alcoholic, meth, ice, like queen, like, yeah, you're beautiful, awesome conversation, deep energy, phenomenal, down for you're a zombie. Your God and your love is drugs, alcohol, pills. You're stuck in a physical trauma bond. But that's man-made addiction, man-made bullshit. The worst addiction is the emotional and the spiritual trauma bonds. When you go back to your exes multiple times, you break up, they break up, that's fucking the worst addiction in the universe. The worst, because you're always thinking about them, you're stressing about them, and you still gotta go to work. And if you have kids, try to do co-parenting or parenting, quote unquote. It's a fucking bloodbath, man. Which I don't miss none of that bullshit, because I won't ever get involved with that. Heck no, why would I? I'm loved through the darkness, and that's when the creator placed light into me. Oh yeah, well that's a lot of us. We get destroyed, and we're down in the darkness. But that's what they're saying. Like my real support team reminded me almost 6 years ago. I know it sucks and it hurts, and you're going through it for now, right? But here's the kicker. You know, it's a blessing in disguise, which that shit hurts to hear in the beginning, you know, the healing journey. And then there's light at the end of the tunnel. You just don't see what I see. You don't comprehend anything I'm trying to tell you. But it's cool. You're hearing it. You're being mindful. And, you know, you're staying here. That's positive. Because remember, there's real support teams. The real ones, they don't give up on you. They know you're struggling. And you're the old version of myself. They told me that you're the old version of myself. Co-parenting not easy. I did it, but I make it sound easy. And they're still enjoying the feelings. It sucks, right? But here's the kicker. I'm here for you. But I'll be here as long as I can. After that, if I see you evolve from the healing journey to the awakening journey, I'm leaving. And that's for everybody out there. Your support team can leave whenever they want to. I just want to be loved. Love is searching for me. Oh, well, that's the answer, Queen. For everybody out there, people are like, why don't you write books, you know, or write a book instead of all these tattoos, you know, on your body. Go, here's the kicker. The only reason you're speaking to me is because of my tattoos. It's the only reason you're speaking to me. Not because if I had no tattoos on my body, dead ass, a lot of people will not comment about my, you know, because there's no tattoos on my body at all. But once again, I dial this, I crucify myself with my tattoos. Not for validation, to get your attention. That's all it is. Mental health, healing journey, black and white, straight to the point, you know, every which way. And I tell people, if I was to write a book, it'd be like not even a paragraph, dead ass. Like I'm gonna eventually do it, maybe finally this month. Almost 6 years in the same shit, but maybe finally I might do it. Cause in Seattle, I hear that I'm in Seattle now, so I hear it all the time. You should write a book. You should write a book. I'm like, so I tell them verbally, if I was to write a book, it'll say this. The answer to life is a person in the mirror. All you ever needed was you, the end. What? It's you. If unconditional love, support, real support teams, the fountain of youth, it all starts from you and not anybody else. Real support team will hold you and guide you because everybody plants seeds. But here's the kicker. Nobody, zero, nobody can't fix, change, nor save anyone in the universe at all. You can save people physically. I'm assuming 5 kids. I can save them physically. But if they're stuck in trauma bonds, these toxic love, broken, co-ed relationships, I know they're going to go back or they're going to give chances because I was them. But here's the kicker. I can hold that and guide them. I'm going to be like, oh, go to church, pray in God's hands. Like, you can do that. Nothing wrong with that. But here's the kicker. The church is not stuck in a toxic relationship. The Bible is not stuck in a toxic relationship, nor is God. You are. How's that working out for you? Respectfully, you know? Spiritual bond right now. I want to get away. I'm ready to get away. I'm writing my book. Hey, please do that. Write your book. Once again, I'm not knocking anyone that, you know, if you write books, write your books. If you know, don't get discouraged with what I'm saying. No, it means to being like, what do you want to write about? What I talk about? It's a live podcast. You can go on YouTube, Spotify, rewind it a billion times. It's the same conversations. It's the same clips. Well, not the same clips, but different clips. But it's people speaking behind the screen. And it's a live podcast. I can invite anybody to the podcast. And from there, where it's behind the screen, if it triggers you, and I'm not speaking, somebody else is speaking, I did my job. That is my gift. And people say, I ask you, like, why do you want to trigger people? They're called feelings. Fucking feelings. That's why. Nobody has to feel the feelings. That just lets me know you're an NPC. You're just an entertainer. You're stuck in what? The general cycle. You're scared to feel your feelings, so you cannot say love. You can verbalize, preach about God, the universe, yeah, but you're toxic love. What? Because the day that you love somebody, a potential partner, and they want to talk about these conversations, you'll build walls, you will need your space, and you're going to push them away. I already know that. Everyone's robotic. So, men and women in the healing journey, we want to talk about these feelings. We want to talk to our partners, what's going on with them. You know, best as possible. If not, yo, are you ready for your partner to walk away? Just I'll walk away respectfully, you know. My story is almost ready to be told. I'm almost complete, so I can illuminate. That's beautiful. Source wants them to feel everything. That's the intent. That's the intent. Which I say, my little mouth to everybody out there. You want to feel your feelings, to comprehend your feelings, to evolve in life. If you choose to want to, you don't have to. That is your free will and choice. And to trigger you, what you are not changing, you are choosing. Well, you sound depressed today. Tomorrow when you wake up, you still sound depressed because that's what you're choosing. Because you're not changing shit. You don't want to feel these feelings. So, because it's very simple. It's only two fucking categories: whom or what triggers your sadness. What do you mean whom? Physical fucking beings. Who makes you sad? Your ex, your mother, your kid, your boss. The potential partner you want to talk to, but they're friends on your ass type of situation. And what else? Mammy bullshit. Your job makes you sad. Your car makes you sad. Life makes you sad. Whatever the fuck it is. Like, it's only two categories, man. But I don't know. Bullshit. Everybody knows what they're going through. They just don't want to become vulnerable and express their feelings. Why am I saying what I'm saying? Prior to that, I ain't talking about my feelings. It's more on the men's side. We're not taught to express the feelings. We're the man. We're the provider and take your bullshit. Our love language is buying bullshit. And you queens fought for that shit in the beginning. Mammy bullshit. Roses, fucking jewelry, all this Gucci and Prada, Dubai shit. Do all that mammy bullshit in the beginning is good, right? But then when it starts falling apart, energy starts shifting and shit, and you guys start pulling away from each other, and then when you want to talk to them about these conversations, but we're not taught these conversations, so I just buy you gifts. I bought you roses, I bought you Gucci, you should be happy. Like, thank you, babe, in the beginning, that was good, but I just want to talk to you. You have to buy me nothing about me. I just want you to talk to me. Just talk to me. We don't have that conversation, do we? So if I can't tell you no more, then guess what? You're the housewife, now I got the work wife, I got fucking social media wives everywhere. But once again, that's got everything has with feelings, then it goes to what? Emotional cheating. Then it goes to the cell phone, the DMs, the physical cheating. But I call everybody the fuck out. If y'all cheating, don't say God, Jesus, Allah, Buddha, Muhammad, the universe, the spiritual ancestors, respectfully. Bro, I have the most toxic family ever. I hate them all. Well, once again, that's why it's called what? The generational cycle. Respect said is, you want to see your future? Everyone's future is in front of your face. That's not even my spiritual gift. How so? If your family's toxic, which a lot of families are toxic, they're stuck on what? The generational cycle. Do not become them. You can verbalize, like my pops, respect to my pops, he's still alive. Like, I'm not going to let my father be a physical abuser. I'm not. I didn't become that big, but I became my pops. My first baby moms, emotionally and spiritually, I was vicious with my words, every which way. I was lying on me, hating, sneak dissing, bringing me down below that. Well, once again, that's family, because why? A lot of family is toxic. Once again, they're stuck on the generational cycle. So if you're doing good, you're trying to do good, your own parents will hate on your ass. Because if they're not happy, you can't be happy. That's why you try to do good in school and good in life, and they still talk shit to you. And they believe in God, Allah, Buddha, the universe. They go to church for a bunch of motherfucking hypocrites, respectfully, So that's what the intent. If you can and when you can, get out of the, I preach about doors. Get out the household, respectfully. If you can, if not, then if you stay with your toxic family for the time being, you adapt, you keep it simple, stay in your room best as possible, avoid best as possible, and that's it. Until you can financially save money to leave that household. But here's the kicker. You're going to go into the matrix with us older adults, and the intent, hey, how you doing tomorrow, you doing queen? The intent that you don't get destroyed, respectfully. Because you think your family's toxic? Fuck, other adults are too narcissistic, are really way worse than your parents, way worse than all your family. And if you date them as a partner, fuck, you'll get destroyed, respectfully, But I stood regardless. They want me gone. Oh, that's a boy. Queens, because the boys and girls too narcissistic. They're loose disciples. The fuck ups of the universe is everything they touch, they destroy. They're common unknowing. Empathetic people, we're loving God's people type of situation, loving people. The circle zombies want us murked is why. They don't want us to be happy type of situation because they're not happy. End of story. That's why avoid circles and zombies in life. I promise you 1,000, you have a better outcome in life. I can guarantee that, My family literally plays mind games with me because they're too narcissistic, that's why. Today was my father's birthday. Oh, no way. Today my birthday also. I just 18 at heart, just turned 45. And I didn't tell me. Today was my father's birthday, and I didn't tell me anything today. I had a horrible girlfriend already. Well, the intent is you don't keep dating narcissistic people. That's the situation. But thank God I removed myself from that situation. That's good. Remember this, guys. Remember, rejection is protection. This is your life. We're taught that being selfish, it's wrong. It's a sin. You know, it's being narcissistic. The fuck it is. If you don't got you, then who got you? Are you religious, spiritual people? Yes. God, Jesus, Allah, Buddha, Muhammad, the universe, the spiritual, your ancestors, the emotional, the spiritual, they're always by your side 24/7, 365. They won't ever leave your side. They're all unconditional love. We beings are conditional love. We're transactional. So physical beings, who the fuck got you? Your family don't got you? Then they don't got you. That's why you have to be selfish and positive. My situation, I come first and foremost. Then my kids, co-parenting, and then family and friends that actually care about. Everybody else, respectfully, I give no fucks about you guys, respectfully. Because I don't know you. If I know you, I'll judge you. To comprehend you, judge is communication. Now be a sit there, observe them to study who they really are. Just because I meet someone and they talk about God, Buddha, they can have tattoos, scripture in the body. But I see them being, bullying fucking the cashiers, talking shit to the homeless. Yeah, they're fucking, they just talking about God, but you're a circle. You're too narcissistic as fuck every which way. How can you say God and mistreat people? Me as a being, like, keep it simple. Anyone that bullies anybody is not a good person. I don't give a shit what you believe in. Because that I know of, maybe your God and my God are different. God's not a bully. The truth is gonna hurt no matter what. That's what you call it. They're bullying me with the truth. Yes, you can't handle the truth. You don't want. That's how people all the time. Like, deadass. If you don't in this live sessions, don't be here. If you can't handle the truth, you know, to work in your feelings, to keep scrolling. And so you gotta tell people, when you see me after this conversation, just don't even say hi to me. Just keep going respectfully, So I'm just here to remind you to work on yourself as a being, do the healing journey, so you don't become your toxic family. Respectfully, if not, for how much longer in this lifetime will you bitch about life? Bitch about your family, your friends, potential partners. Respectfully, I bitch about everybody till I was 39, and I believe in God of the universe, quote unquote. Respectfully. My parents cut my wings. I truly believe that I had more potential, but I feel like my family brings me down. Well, that's once again, I think, because the reason being, parents are too narcissistic. A lot of them are, right? But they don't have terminology. They don't have conversation. So that's why you try giving grace best as possible. I know easier said than done, but that's why you keep striving and push forward for yourself. Be selfish in a positive manner, and remember that the only person you need, chase, compete, submit, and need validation from who is the person near you, not nobody else. I'm a single for my kids. I don't need validation for my kids, my ex, or hubby, my family, none of you guys. That no one can tell me I'm doing good. I don't care. Respectfully, I know I'm doing good. I'm the overall. I'm trying to just tell stories, and that's it. Every day above ground, so you don't become me and many of us. Because to struggle in life for fucking years to imagine being 60 fucking years old and you're still bitter and hateful in life. And then here's the best part. Once again, if your parents are toxic, go become them. Respect, I said this, in this lifetime at 39, almost 6 years ago, I started becoming all my toxic family. Nothing against them, respectfully. They don't know this conversation at all. They're all still on a journey. They can say God, Buddha, whatever they believe in, right? And I did my healing journey and I'm blessed now. So I let them go. First part, forgive, is communication. You can't forget it because you lived it, having 2 years of being, right? The second hard for a lot of us out there is to let go. So I did closure myself. I comprehend why it happened to me every which way. And from there was, I did comprehension. I let everybody go. I let my exes, my past pain, my toxic love, trauma, and the cherry on top of child trauma. I have nothing against my parents. They don't know this conversation at all. Leave it in God's hands. I tell them, God's not suffering, y'all suffering, respectfully, So keep striving forward, King. Don't give up on life, please. I spent 8 hours today on speakerphone with my mom. I nursed a home inmate so she could sleep. Oh, is she okay in the overall? I feel like I'm not bitching about my family. I feel like they're the bitches. Respectfully, yeah, a lot of them are, but here's the kicker. They're just in a journey. Deadass. If no one's, keep it simple, man. If no one's speaking about mental health, the healing journey, they're just in a journey. Keep it 100. The entertainers, NPCs, they're back about man-made bullshit. They're talking about race, religion, politics, COVID, all this man-made bullshit, but they can't do shit about their household. They can't do shit as a toxic couple, nothing. Like I'm over myself, fucking nothing. I could debate man-made bullshit many years ago. Now I don't. Anything you bring up politics, I don't care. I don't care. Nothing man-made, I don't care. Teaching about you. What? I want to know about you. What? I know it's different, right? Can you teach me about you? You just talked about God, Buddha, the universe, politics and bullshit, the streets. Can you teach about you? Can you talk about yourself? Nope, then guess what? You're just a blue pillar. You're just an entertainer, man. Take the blue pill, stay lost in life. Take the red pill, get your life back. Now you're doing the healing journey, your mental health. You're trying to evolve in life to figure this shit out. If not, fuck, man. They be codependent of people and man-made bullshit for the rest of your life. And every day you bug down, you still have what? Insomnia. You still feel alone. You have a badass partner, family, and kids, and you still feel alone. Make that shit make sense. Don't miss that bullshit out, respectfully. But who can judge fairly? Well, once again, once you look in yourself, like my situation, I see the square circle of zombies. 3 energies, 3 categories, and three paths. If you're a square, I'll rock with you every which way. Circle of zombies, respectfully. No, to keep it religious talk, very simple. All squares are God's disciples every which way. Even just on a journey note in this conversation, but on the overall, the empathetic people, loving people. I already know that. They're just phenomenal on the overall, and they do want love and lust. Circles and zombies, those are all loose disciples. The fuck ups of all the universes, of all these realms. Think about everything they touch, they destroy. They're coming out knowing. Energy is garbage, especially the zombies, because their God and their love is drugs, alcohol, pills. Nothing wrong with casual drinking, casual marijuana, casual, but you need it. Welcome to codependency, addiction, quote unquote. Addiction disease. No, it's called a choice, and then it becomes a disease because that's your God, that is your love, and then magically you're a zombie and you want love, kids, family, marriages. All you circle zombies, you're all hurt. Every single one of you are hurt. Hurt people, heal people, every which way, respectfully, It's hard when the negative energy is always around. I try moving out, but I'm not stable enough. Brandon King, I comprehended 1,000. That's why, once again, my motto to be out there is day by day and baby steps. Stack your money best possible. Don't stress about, remember this, fuck it, like they say, it's saying, the money does not grow on trees. It does not grow on trees. That financial stress sucks. Trust me, a lot of us do the financial stress and it's stuck paycheck to paycheck, scraping the fuck by, right? But here's the kicker. If you don't worry about it too much and you're maintaining in this fucking physical matrix, nobody, not even the fucking elites can beat it because they were about someone out their fucking dome, right? So maintain job, money, car, home. That's it. Anyone that bullies you and gives you shit about what you're doing, oh, look at you at McDonald's, you have a little Honda, your studio. Let's say you live with your parents, but you cool with your parents. Cool. Anyone that bullies you is not a good person. Don't matter the fuck if it say Gucci pot. Nope. God, nope. God, Jesus is not bully. God, the universe is not bully. So why do you bully? Calm the fuck out. What? Who the fuck are you to judge me? I just match energy. My motto to everybody out there, you play dumb, I'll play dumber. You play stupid, I play stupider. If you can't handle words, please, I'm forewarning you, do not open your mouth. I will traumatize you. I promise you 1,000, I will traumatize you. And in your head, you're matching, and if they're rap artists, I will add a door of pain. And before you say God, before I say love the universe, fuck that motherfucker with tattoos. I'm winning. Why do you allow me to live in your head rent-free? I'm eating my popcorn, watching Call Out of Beauty, smile on your face, living the rent-free. Why? How? When you love God, but you hate me. Respectfully, what he just read. Oh, I said respect to the fullest. Is it true though? I mean, it is true though. Oh yeah. I feel like I'm not bitching about my family. They're bitches, not me. Respectfully, because remember this. Initially, I had to say that. Yeah, like life's a bitch. Fuck my family, like I did, respectfully. But I was just on a journey. Deadass. Here's the best part. You believe in higher source of the universe, right? But you're talking shit about your own family, respect. And yeah, for the time being, you're at the right to have the victim mindset, victim mentality, because you don't know this conversation. And parents more likely don't know this conversation at all. And it sucks. That's why I tell people, when you do this healing journey, more than the awakening journey, you're going to see a lot of people suffering, especially your own family, and you can't do shit about it. If you can mention some words or phrases that might potentially intrigue them and they might make a comment, ask questions, spark conversations, potentially have this conversation. Not, that's like all my family, I just give them grace. I take closure for myself because they've done this conversation, as I was taught born as a Catholic, that God can do for me, that God, the universe, can do for us. To trigger people, because I speak black and white, straight to the point. If that's factual, if God, the universe, can do it for you, how's that working out for you? And remember this, God God of the universe is not the issue. You are the issue. Beings around you are the issue. I preach about doors. Y'all waiting for a miracle, a sign from God of the universe. In Spanish, hasta la puerta. In English, there's the door. To be blunt about it, to get your attention, because cursing's wrong. That's being narcissistic. There's the fucking door. What? You bitching, but the door's right there. You leave whenever you want to, right? If you can financially be stable, and when you leave, when you go back, that's a situation for everybody out there. Because now you're alone, right? And it's scary initially wise. But if you have real support teams, we hold you and guide you. Excuse me, my face tattoos. Alone. Nothing wrong being alone. But what whoops your ass every night is the loneliness. Because you know when you go home every single night, you have no physical body to go home to. Everybody else has physical bodies, but you. Stay strong, you know? Stay strong. Day by day, baby steps. Trust. My family is the type that you can't have a normal conversation ever without arguing, and they always say the wrong things. Once again, King, because they're just in a journey. All this conversation about mental health, God, Buddha, the universe, it's one big ass phrase. It's called what? The generational cycle. Everybody, the big word, all of us are stuck on that bullshit. Every which way. Here's the best part. If your caregivers, your parents, teach you about God, the universe, right? But they mistreat you. You know, much mentally, spiritually, potentially physically. I'm going to tap my back. You know, the idea depends on my tattoos this year, right? I have a big old cross tattoo on my back. The bottom of the cross is going to say, everything starts from home behind closed doors. Who is the slave master? -S. Who is the slave? -S. To reiterate, everything starts from home behind closed doors. What does that mean? You know, you think slavery, man-made bullshit? Yo, that's legally, it's over. No. 9 times out of 10, our fathers, right? Keep it simple. Our fathers typically whoop our mom's ass type of situation. Emotionally, spiritually, and physically. My siblings, 7 of us, right? We're getting asses murked for no fucking reason. Cause my dad's tired, you know? He's stressing and bullshit. And we're just fucking kids having fun, quote unquote. And guess what? We get our asses whooped, all 7 of us. And then if it's one of us getting our asses whooped, if anybody laughs, the other 6, we're all getting fucking murked. So guess what? Who's the slave master? My pops. Who's the slaves? My mom's and the 7 siblings. There it is, black and fucking white, every which fucking way. So the situation is what? Because they don't know this conversation. They don't teach this shit in Spanish cities in church. Allah, Buddha, the universe. No, they don't teach this conversation. Bluntly, straight to the point. The way I speak, no, they don't. You know, give grace most definitely, but here's the kicker. The miracle is the door. To keep it simple for everybody out there, every day you buck down, count every fucking door you go through. Trust, after this conversation, now you're going to start counting doors. Because why? Because I'm talking about it. Count all these doors, but every day you buck down, everybody, all of us bitch about one door. Every morning, every night, you're in toxic households, toxic relationships, you bitch about who? The person by your side. The question is for how much for longer, respectfully, you know? It's always an argument in my family too. My brother is a liar, cheater, thief, and a blist. I'm killing that word. A bilist. I'm killing that word bad. But he's on narcissistic wise. For the most part, a lot of us men are more narcissistic because we want those conversations. So the intent with circular zombies, showing up from a distance, and that's it. You know, you don't have to speak to nobody at all. That's your free one choice. You're being mean. Why speak to me? Why should we speak to each other? Every time we talk, you're always talking your bullshit. So how about this? Save your energy for somebody else, respectfully. Yeah, here's the best part. I preach about doors. I teach my kids. Like, I do examples. Like some people are like, you know, some people go, you know, hear from, what's that saying? They learn from hearing or observing. Some people are physical learners type of situation, right? So I tell my kids, here's a scenario. We're just talking, but here, just talk. Here, tell me what you believe love is. And they start talking, right? But a scenario, let's say we're yelling at each other. It's a verbal argument. So as they're talking to me, I open the door. When I do co-parenting with Max and her hubby's place. So I go out the door, right? And they look at me because I'm literally walking out on them. And I close the door. I leave the house, close the door, and then I knock. And they open the door. I go, why'd you open the door? What? Because, I knocked, but you don't have to open the door. But scenario, we were arguing. I walked out the household. I closed the door. So why'd you open the door? Why'd you let me back in? I go, I'm trying to teach you, man. The door is right there. It's the answer to life. I've been saying this hints for almost 6 years now, and I'm just blunt because nobody says this shit. The miracle, the sign from God is the fucking door. One door every day bug down. Everybody bitches about the same door. The question is, once again, for how much longer respectfully, you know? That's why I don't wish him a happy birthday today. You know, once again, you don't have to. Once again, I was you. Like my pops, and you know, the bitter hatred because, you know, it's their birthday. You know, you feel guilty. It's wrong, but nah, fuck that. He's being mean to me. So why should I tell my father happy birthday? You know, because it's their birthday. Yeah, but they're miserable as fuck. But here's the kicker. You don't know this yet, but try to give them grace as best as possible because they don't know this conversation at all. Because once again, like, my parents should have taught better. How can your parents teach you better if they was not taught better? It make sense. And why is that? Because they're stuck on what? The generational cycle. Trust. I'm gonna signify your kids. I tell my kids, you know, almost 6 years ago, shut up. I'm taunting you more now, right? You heard many sorries out of my mouth, but sorries don't fix shit at all. If you keep doing the same shit over and over again and saying the same sorries for the same fucking situation you're doing, being very physically abusive, what's that called? Insanity. Same shit over and over. No fucking, you know, expect a different outcome, but the same bullshit, right? So I tell my kids, I was just in a journey. We talking about God, go to church, right? But church wasn't the issue. God's not the issue. The Bible, it's your mom's and I. That was the issue. Both of us just in a journey. We believe in a higher source, but as a couple, toxic as fuck. There it is. So now I'm talking to you. This is called the healing journey. I'm gonna teach you best as possible to hold you and guide you, so you become your mother and father. You don't become us and stay for too fucking long because you believe that God, Jesus, Allah, Buddha, Muhammad, the universe, this spiritual answers are magic. You wake up your partner and they will love you like you love them. That's not factual. That is not fucking factual. It might happen 20 years from fucking now. But I tell the queens my one-on-one, yo, queens, scenario, let's say it's 10 years, right? And finally changes his ways. He wakes the fuck up. He's not a fuck boy. He's not open shit. You're not talking shit to you at all, right? But now he loves you. Hey, number 3, how you doing? How's it going, queen? How you doing? Welcome to the live.
I got my hair done yesterday.
Oh, did you? Nice.
Finally, right?
That's cool. That's cool.
I wrapped it up, but
okay.
I must have wrapped it up wrong.
Okay.
And you see this side is a little more thicker.
Oh, yeah. No, it's all good. Rematch.
And this side is like bone straight. So I gotta do my hair again today.
You cool? Okay.
I bought a hair wrap. And it'll be good.
Awesome.
It'll be good.
You'll take care of it.
Yeah, I'll take care of it. So.
How you doing? How's your weekend? How's life? How's family? How's your health? I'm asking.
My health? My health is good, thank God.
Happy to hear that.
My week, I didn't realize it was really a weekend. Oh, Monday. Alright, so today's Monday.
Correct.
Okay, today's Monday, and then what we're gonna do today is it's cold as hell in Florida. It's like fucking 20-30 degrees. When I landed yesterday, it was like 20 degrees, but it was like strong winds. It was so cold.
Damn.
It's the coldest I've ever seen it here.
That's chilly willy. That's like Eastern Washington where I'm from. Here in Seattle right now, like 45, 50. It's fresh. Spring weather. Go over the mountains 3 hours away where I'm from. It's like 17, 20. What's up, man? How you doing, King? You know, it's 20. It's like, bro, it's hella cold. It's like Alaska, Eastern Washington, go to the west side. Not Hawaii, but it's spring weather, like 45, 50. Like, hell yeah, this is doable, you know? So, yeah, but the intent is that best as possible because we can't control Mother Nature, you know? Hey, Onyx, I hope you're having a great day, such night. God bless you. Thank you.
I'm hungry, Rito. I'm about to cook me something like a fat ass that I am.
Big back, huh? Yo, enjoy it.
Yeah, worry.
You good, man. Ableism, one of the isms like racism. Oh, for disabled. Okay, I get it. Thank you, Queen. Thanks for elaborating. You're right, man. It's a cycle. Oh yeah, that's why once again the big conversation, keep it simple. The big phrase is called the generational cycle. I have it's tied on my body multiple times to reiterate what if you're stuck, if your family's toxic, we split that. You know that the intent easier said than done not to become them. But 9 times out of 10, if you're just in a journey, you will become them. We'll bitch about our parents who are more narcissistic wise. Love it, hate it. Here's the kicker. So you'll become them, or you become the mother side, more empathetic wise, and you date your father with your partner by your side. Not physically, analogy, metaphor. You bitch about your father, and then you're dating your father. Like my first baby moms, you know, and then my second
Yo,
girlfriend.
I'm tired of hearing that nasty stuff. Talking about who's dating their father.
No. Okay, it's analogy, Queen. Not physically. It's
That's
not.
so nasty.
No,
Why
it's not.
are Americans so nasty? Why do they date their parents? Like, that is not healthy.
No, Queen.
What's wrong with people?
Right. No, I'm not saying physically doing that. It's an analogy, metaphor, like therapy, counseling talk, because we can paint about our parents. Like, for example, my first baby moms, right? So, like, my father, you know, really emotionally, spiritually abusive, physically abusive, right? All that bullshit. No matter what I did, he was not ever satisfied. So my first baby mom, same situation. Emotionally, spiritually abusive, a little bit physically abusive. You know, from there, I was talking her bullshit. No matter what I did, never satisfied. So I was like a empty counselor. We had this conversation. She told me that bullshit. And yo, shit, here's the kicker. Like, I know I speak fast.
That nasty and shit.
Huh?
I'm about to call the police.
Generation trauma, for sure, facts. And then she's the cool queen. She stopped by somewhere on Bigo. And they all keep the same thing going. Well, it's because everybody mirrors everybody. That's why the generational cycle continues on. Only you as one being can break it for yourself. That's it. When you break it for yourself and you start breaking it for yourself, trust. You might have said God, Buddha, universe, you know, positive, you know, affirmations, quote unquote. But if you never spoke it fluently, why? Like what I do, like to the fullest. They'd be like, oh, to this day, yo, you lost it. You know that you're still stuck on your ex-wives. You know, you're creating, you know, the double, all these tattoos. I'm like, yeah, it's English words, right? You speak English, I speak English. Now tell me a story about my tattoo. Any tattoo on my body, tell me a story. You believe in God, you go to church, right? Every Sunday. They can't say shit. Exactly, you're still on a journey. Got it, you know, you just need a cleansing. I'm like, I'm been cleansed almost 6 years ago. Here's the best part, but almost 6 years after my relationship, after the breakup, my second baby mom, the mother of boys, and y'all still together, still fucking hate each other, and he's still a fuck boy, and he goes to church to Sunday for no fucking reason. A bunch of hypocrites. How's that shit working out for you, respectfully? And once again, God's not the issue. The church is not the issue. The Bible not the issue. It's the weak beings in the church that are the problem. That's the issue. Oh my gosh, laugh so hard, boo-hoo me, respectfully. Easy said and done. Oh, facts. Once again, I make it sound so easy because I worked on myself. Healed. There is no more healing for me to do. That's why, once again, I had a real support team almost 6 years ago. 10 people, man, for 88 days. That's how my tattoo says hashtag let go, hashtag 88 days. 10 at light workers. What does that mean? I have 10 people for 88 days. They taught me a lot of my shit I talk about. I would take maybe like 20 or 30% of the credit. 80%, that's theirs. They taught me this shit. Tell me, I don't need nobody. What? Tell me why I need you. I can walk away from you right now. I don't shed tears. I become sad, depressed, bitter, hateful. No one's got to stay at all. If you're scared of rejection, you have a lot of healing to do, respectfully, you know? I don't need a man. I am a man. Nobody needs nobody. Kids need their parents' karma for now because you was a kid. I was a kid, right? Many years ago. I became a teenager, a young adult. I left the household, became an adult, and they went to the Matrix. I said to my kids, y'all can bitch about households, whatever, and this little shithole, but when you leave the household and go to the Matrix, especially more on the Queen side, I pray you survive. I'll be here for you every which way, because I see energy. You give me, hey, Dad, this is my boyfriend, my girlfriend, but cosmetically, Queen, you're beautiful, but inside you're broken, you're lost. You're a circle. My son, my daughter is a square. I tell my son and my daughter, chill out. You don't see what I see, but you're just going to, if you stay with them too long, still sabotage your life, but I got you. I will guide you, and I'll tell their partner, chill out. If you want to hurt my kid, these other parents, probably your parents know this conversation, but I'll expose you. I'll do a TikTok. I'll talk about you. You'll go viral, trust me. And all you circle of zombies, you worry about your reputation. You hate getting exposed. Because remember this, nobody can stop the spiritual warfare. Nobody can. But you can prevent it by telling your story. This is my story. This is what I went with my ex, and so on and so on. And when people find out who the fuck your ex is, like, oh, I won't fuck with you. What? Maybe potentially boys growing narcissistic might change their ways because now they're exposed for who they really are, you know? That didn't sound right as far as what I'm asking. Oh, as far as you said, if I dated the equivalent of my dad, we would fight and I would get a lot. Right, and that's the shit. Once again, like, a lot of us did our parents and our metaphor not knowing, especially when they're more narcissistic. We accept bullshit because, that's the shit we grew up with. That fight and flight type of situation. Trust me, the day that you actually get love, real love, like I got almost 4 years ago, next month will be 4 years single, right? I finally got a taste of love. It's fucking beautiful, but initially it's scary. If all you know is toxic love, broken, counterpolation type of situation, toxicity, every fucking which way, the day you get love, trust me, it's scary. It's really fucking. It's like abnormal. Like there's no argument, there's no jealousy, control issues, there's nothing. It's like it's too good to be true. A lot of people still sabotage relationships. More people that are traumatized because, because they overthink. They think, you know what? This shit's too good to be true. Before they cheat, I will cheat. Before they leave, I will leave. And so on and so on. Deadass, but let's just say they wasn't ever going to leave you. Then you are the problem. Hurt people. Not intention, but you do. You're still in the journey. Heal people. We heal people. Like I was healed. Well, they were healing me. I healed myself because nobody can do for nobody. They told me, I can't take this pain from you. I'm not God. I'm not Jesus. What? Nobody can take your pain from you. I'm holding you and guide you. You're feeling better. You're expressing yourself. That's a positive. But remember this, after this conversation, I go my way, you your way. I'm not sounding depressed. I'm not going through breakups. You are. I was you. And this is almost 6 years ago, I learned for that. And that's what I do now. I just pay it forward. Nothing more, nothing less. My father is also dirty-minded. Well, a lot of boys, for the most part, are too narcissistic, so they're too lustful. Toxic love and lust, that's just dime a dozen. Show me love and lust. That's fucking rare as fuck. Go buy a scratch ticket. I'm queens out there. Some kings too, for sure, but more than the queens. Like, I'm in Seattle North Side. This is the suburbs. Fucking squares everywhere. Beautiful fucking energy. I sit there and observe. I'm like, yep, she's a square. Like, I see future in a positive manner. I don't know if we was ever talk to each other. On my tattoos, we have a deep conversation. We could be together for many years to be easily, especially when she's empathetic to the fullest. Yeah, monogamy. I know she wouldn't emotionally cheat because anybody shoots a shot to her, she realizes boundaries. I already know that, and I've never met her in my life. It's energy, respectfully. I would be locked and grounded a lot if I dated my dad, right? I just hate that I had weak-minded parents. Well, once again, Bandit, your parents don't have this conversation. You have the right to be, bitter, a little hateful for the time being, because, if your parents, once again, our parents should have taught us better. They should know this. How can they know better if they don't? How can they teach you better if they don't know better? They were not taught better. Look at your grandparents. Like my pops, now I comprehend my grandpa, because my great-grandpa was just obviously my grandpa's father, murking his ass. So I'm like, damn, if I got my ass kicked here pretty badass in America, I can imagine in Mexico, right there. And in America, to get physical with somebody, call up Boys in Blue, simple as that. Assault, whoever you call the cops on, they gotta go to fucking courts and judges the bullshit. Yeah, if they gotta fight the justice system. And in Mexico, like many poor countries, call the cops. You just give the cops like $20-$30 US dollars, and the cops, as long as the cops, that's not their family member or friend, they just walk the fuck away, and you just whoop the shit out of her ass or his ass, bloody and everything. They didn't see shit because they made pennies in that country, respectfully, So that's why my pops is the way he was, because my grandpa. Respect to my grandpa, right? But like, whatchamacallit now? How the hell is I think my grandpa was maybe like, don't quote me now, his age frame, maybe like 65, 67 years old. Like physically, with my fucking grandma's house, fucking her up, and we're just watching, little kids just watching, like, what the fuck? And we just got a church type of situation. And there's all my pops and my uncles not saying shit for many years, to finally one of my uncles opened his mouth, and then they told my grandpa, yo, chill out, like, we grew up with you, we love you, respect you, but the kicker, you're not doing this no more. You're always fucking up our mom for no reason. It's been so many years. So guess what? If you do this again, you won't be here no more. You have to get your own spot. And Dad, I'm your father. He's like, yeah, I know you are, but I love you, but no, you're not doing this no more. Y'all always whoop her ass for no fucking reason. I was accusing her of bullshit, and she ain't doing shit. So that was crazy to watch. But once again, child trauma. A lot of kids don't know those conversations, and we just, I guess, observe this shit and treat like whatever, because it's not our feelings. We don't have conversation. Yet, until you get older, the healing journey, mental health, oh, okay, that's what's going on. Yeah, exactly. I hated my dad for a few reasons. It turns out I didn't mean it. Neither of my parents were or are weak of the mind, heart, or body. Okay, that's awesome. I know my dad got his ass kicked, raised in Montana with grizzly bears. Oh, yeah, well, that's the thing in the countries and cuts. And once again, it sucks. But once again, I keep it simple. Anyone that gets physical, anybody, I just call you monkeys. And my tattoo says, monkeys, zoos, jails, prisons. Because all you monkeys, you should be in fucking zoos, but you can't put a human in a zoo because that's inhumane. So you got what? Jails and prisons waiting for you. All my tattoos. And I'm tatted on my back. My last tattoo just got done maybe I think 2 months ago. It says, a monkey can fight a monkey can pull a trigger, but can a monkey speak? So are you a weak narcissistic monkey, or are you a strong empathetic being? Use your words. Words can dip a knife respectfully. Underneath it says, how can you be a weak narcissistic bully that's racist and think you're a good person, a religious person, a spiritual person, an atheist person? Make them make sense. You are good for the streets, toxic love. You are not good for the homes, love, respectfully. You know, first I'm sour, then I'm sweet. And the best part, none of my tattoos, none of these words have feelings at all. Only us weak beings, we attach our feelings to these words and give these words power, weight, categories and identity, quote unquote. But once again, I make it sound so easy because I worked on myself. That's why I give all my family grace. I let everybody go, and I love them. Even though they're still toxic at each other's throats, that's until if they ever let each other go, which more likely they won't. The respect, if they're gonna die like that. If I didn't ever my boys, that's my oxymoron, my collarbone. I told her, man, I love you for leaving me. If she did not ever leave me, we would potentially be together. It was only 7 years. It could have been, my first been 12 years too long. It could have been longer than my 12. Right now it's 6 years, so it would have been 13 years. If she did not ever leave me, accepted my bullshit, and accepted her bullshit, we'll still do it for the kids, village, and culture. But behind closed doors, toxic as fuck. To my kids, I'm trying to teach you, don't become your parents. You don't accept bullshit by your side. The miracle is right there. The door is right there. That's something for everybody out there. What gotta change their ways. That's not factual. Respectfully, because everyone's got free one choice. So if you're doing good on the overall as a partner, more on the female side, the queen side, then yes, you are loved, and that is your free one choice. And more on the male side, more narcissistic because he's being Lucifer-like, devil-like, and that's his free one choice. For both of you, bitch about each other. The fucking door's right there, Respectfully, I think people ought to change the environment, not the people when most conflict. Oh shoot! Sorry, I think my phone's coming down. I got this old ass phone stands falling slowly. Sorry guys. I think people ought to change the environment, not the people when most conflicts arise. That's the intent. I preach about environments. Adapt to your environment best as possible. If you have the funds to leave, then leave. Here's the best. If you have a car, I'm a single father of kids. I live in my car, basically my van, 6 days a week in Seattle. I go back home on the weekend. My home is 3.5 hours away. That is. Well, 3 hours away from here, from a job, 3 hours away. My kids are 4 hours away. So I'm not really home. Matter of fact, speaking of that wise, whatchamacallit, since I have 8 kids, 7 kids I talk to. My second oldest, we have good conversations. Face to face behind the screen and shit, and I love talking to her, or him, she's a lesbian, wants to be a transition, all that. Still love her, tell babe, I love you, I'll call you whatever you want to call me, but here's the kicker, I just keep it simple, with my oldest, she just turned 23 type of situation, and she's still going through shit in life, a little better, and I try to talk to her, but here's the kicker for everybody out there to warn you, with your kids, some will be cool, some will not be cool type of situation. Can you handle that? Or you become triggered, I'm your father, I'm your mother, you have to talk to me. Nobody has to talk to nobody at all. To forewarn you, you're getting rejected. Hey, what's up? How you doing, Queen? How's it going? Respect for you. You're getting rejected. So, my second oldest, she taught me, she gives me shit type of situation. I go, don't worry, I'll talk to her. And that's when I'm telling her, remember this, to use my narcissist traits. Remember, this is my home. I'm not physically there. You're the only one there, and just with your sister, be careful with her. She's more delicate. She's more sensitive, she's more empathetic wise. So if she could tell me she's giving me, you're gonna give her shit again. Here's the kicker. Remember this. This is my home. You don't pay no pennies in this household. You don't even offer and shit. And if you're still broke, how the hell you broke with no kids and you pay no fucking pennies in this household? So if you keep doing that shit to your sister, just to let you know, to put fear in you, the day that I want to, I kick you out of my house. So remember this. And if I was you, have a backup plan if it gets to that point. Because I got 8 of you. Once again, I don't deal with toxicity and bullshit. If you're going to be bitter, hateful, I'm going to throw it in your face, which I always reminder. Beat me at 39. What? Go through your healing journey, your awakening journey, the hardest one, woke. Become me. Get your life back. Beat me at 39. I'm going to tattoo the answers. I'm going to tattoo my body for a reason. I talk about it so many times. But if you want to become bitter, hateful, if I'm still alive till but you become 39 and I'm whatever fucking who knows like 80, 90 years old, I'm still alive. But what happened, babe? You're still bitter, hateful. Fuck you. Are you gonna die like that? I pray for you. But that's why I have 80 of you. I gotta say more. I gotta focus my energy on you. You can hate me, dislike me. I don't care. Comment, say whatever you want to say to me. I don't give a shit about words. 95% of the universe care about words. Respectfully, And that's the shit. And that's for everybody out there. Like, if you have no kids, respectfully, you blessed. Kids are a blessing, also a lesson. And you can once again cut you off on. You can give them the best life, loving life, empathetic, everything. They can wake up. You know what? I don't want to talk to you, mom and dad. They move the fuck out. They don't ever speak to you again. You're getting rejected. And that's why I preach about rejection so much. As you, as one being, can handle rejection. The word no. Or they ghost you. They walk away. Yo, everybody can. I love family life. Oh, yeah, no, family life is good if you have a good family, a loving family, empathetic family on the overall. Especially as a couple, like my situation, I lost 2 families, but here's the kicker. I gave myself grace because I was just on a journey. I was not on a healing journey at all. I went to church, read the Bible, show respect to a lot of people out there. But my ex and I were bumping heads, and we don't know why. That's the shitty part. That's why I don't recommend that to nobody, man. If you can't tell each other as a couple, what are you doing there? Get the fuck ass. For the kids, religion, culture, go for it. If tradition was working, how's your toxic family doing? And they're still doing that traditional corny ways, respectfully. And that hurts a lot of people's feelings. That's my job. That's my gift. Like, y'all, you lost your families, yeah, and you're still together, miserable as fuck. And yo, Queen, you're dating a fuck boy. He loves God. How's it working out for you, respectfully? Oh, you're the devil. Call me the devil, but here's the kicker. I don't think the devil gives people advice to life, and not in a positive way. The devil tells you, hey, you know what? I know you love your wife, but here's the kicker. I guarantee if you cheat on her, she'll give you a chance. Now, what are you choosing? What are you doing? God and the loser put the gun to nobody's head. Everyone's got what? Free one choice. Everybody plans to the conversations, And that's the shit. That's what it's being. Call me whatever you want to call me. 90% of you, 95, big number. You're the original self. You're bitter, hateful. You're scared of love. Your walls are up. That's your free one choice. Live in fear for the rest of your life. That's your free one choice. You love God and the universe, but you're fearful of a potential partner, respectfully. But if that's you, authentic, you want to be like that, single for the rest of your life, that is your free one choice. But respect, say this, don't ever go on any platform and don't play the role of victim. Maybe one day God will send me somebody. Why? You say you chose to be single, stay single, respectfully. Don't pay the God of the universe for a potential partner, because you still live in fear. And anybody, once again, I'm going to tell them back. It's going to say fear in a positive manner, as if I want it, because nobody says this shit. They might mention all these platforms, all these people that are viral bullshit, motivational, religion people, spiritual people. They'll touch bases, communication, but they don't emphasize the shit. I'm the one that's here to keep it 1,000. It's going to say in my back and say, fear in a positive manner, as if I wanted. Did you know anyone can break up with you? Anyone can cheat on you? Anyone can divorce you? Anyone can ghost you? Anyone can leave you whenever they want to. That is their free one choice. When they do, and which they shall, how will you react? How will you respond? Or do you feel scared of that? What? Nobody told you that? You don't have to comprehend that. But I'm just letting you know, they can wake up, one day they can wake up, you know what? I don't want to do this no more. And they can go to work and not even come back home. Kids, doesn't matter, kids or no kids, I'm out. Kids, my tattoos, deadbeat mother, deadbeat father, but don't worry, I got the whole universe. If you're a deadbeat mother, deadbeat father, don't say God, don't say love. You can have 20,000 kids. Don't matter, you're still a deadbeat, respectfully. You're on a journey, not on a healing journey. I'm thinking about asking the courts to grant me custody of my sister. Oh, really? You can do that most definitely, as long as if she's in a bad situation, bad environment, most definitely, hell yeah. If you could do it, and then the financial, everything is there and it falls into place, most definitely do that. And that's the part where we try to help others, But the situation overall is like, when it comes to courts and bullshit systems, man-made bullshit, too narcissistic as fuck. They're there for the people. They're actually there for $1. That's why, once again, like my situation, my first name moms. And here's a lesson for you guys to pay it forward. Like, it could be your partner. In America-wise, they can actually be friendly country, because I'm one from America, right? In America, you do not put your hands on nobody. You do not detain nobody, nothing, because that's called, you become physical with somebody, and that's called assault. So my first baby mom's in 2008, 9, whatever. She was drunk, really like fucking drunk, right? And there was a party literally next door, and she wanted to go back to the party. First, she came home crying because nobody paid attention to her. She used the attention and bullshit, the validation from that bullshit, right? And for that, she's crying about that bullshit, literally crying about that. And I was giving shit about. I was like, yo, like, do you think you're famous? Even if you was, not everyone's gonna love you every which way. Then we gonna look at you and I know that you type of situation. And she didn't want to go back to the party, but she's like barely crawling. I'm like, bro, like you can't even walk. So I detained her on the floor, right? And I screamed in her face like, yo, ain't fucking leaving. And my kids come down, my two daughters then, and they were like young. They're like, I don't know, she's like 6, 7 years old, 8 years old around there. What's wrong with mom? I go, oh, she's just a little sick. A bullshit fucking lie. She's drunk as fuck, right? So I detained her. She got fucking scared, called the cops, and I caught a case. I got the domestic violence 4th degree. Right? On top of that, in this fucking man-made bullshit system, especially the policy of whites right. The guy before me, his ass fucking whatchamacallit, third DV case with his wife, not girlfriend, his wife. He shoved his wife's head through the fucking door, and she had to go to hospital. All this shit, there's pictures and all. Fucking had his shit, her all this wood out of her fucking neck and shit. And the judge gave him a DV with expungement. My first detainment, my own girlfriend pinned her on the floor for it, and I got fucking DV and I got assault, so there's no expungement. I got crucified every which way. My first offense, but I told the judge, like, yo, judge, in these 4 walls, you are God. And when I leave this household, this fucking shit, and I beat the system, I am God. And trust me, I won't ever get involved in the situation. Anyone wants to get physical, someone tattoo, I call the boys in blue. You deal with the justice system, and I make a TikTok, make you viral type of situation. I don't care. Expose you for who you are, But once again, it should not ever get to that point. That's why the preach about doors. Just toxic. The door's right there. Leave. If you're adults, I tell queens all the time. If I'm your partner, right, I'm fucking emotionally cheating, emotionally spiritually abusive. I'm a fuck boy, and I'm fucking physically whooping your fucking ass, right? And I love God, the universe, Buddha, Muhammad, all this shit, right? So, I remember this to remind you, I'm an adult, you're an adult, I'm not your fucking kid. Stop worrying about me. Stop being my babysitter, my mother, my father, my probation officer. Go through that fucking door. Don't ever look back. Why are you looking back? Let me fuck up. So, trust me, some queen that's too empathetic, especially in social media, I can tell a sob story. She would take me the fuck in. I promise you that. $1 billion. Once again, the easy people to destroy the universe is everyone that's too empathetic. Easy, like I was. Because what are we? Like I used to be. You're too gullible. You're too nice. Well, the proper way is you're too empathetic. You're too nice. You're too gullible. You're trying to be called a people pleaser. And you do opposite track. You date fucking circle zombies. And what's their flaw? They're too narcissistic. They're too egotistic. Too mean. Too private. Too greedy. They're called destroyers because everything they touch, they destroy, which is you. And y'all, can we talk about karma? You fucking date karma. They are coming out knowing, oh my gosh, life's so hard, boo-hoo me, respectfully, And that's the overwords myself. That's what I don't do with none of this bullshit. Everything I talk about on my tattoos, what is that? Why would you say bullshit about yourself, respectfully, Two seconds, guys. I'm trying to multitask. I apologize. And then my kiddos, speaking of kids, man. Like, remember this, guys, it's not easy having kids, and yes, they are kids. You try to give them grace best as possible, but I grew up with violence and bullshit. I don't like no one getting physical. Dead ass my tattoos. I just call everybody monkeys. And nope. God, don't say God, universe, y'all fighting each other, set-wise, But I try to teach him, like, yo, like, I know the words hurt. It can't hurt, but stop doing that shit. You're not gonna hurt each other, and then your mom's gonna call me, guess what happened? What's gonna hurt him? Like, I'm gonna tell you, like, what do you wanna do about it? I already told you guys, little monkeys and shit. That's what I tell all my 8 kids, especially my boys and my young daughter. But my young daughter, she's cool, she's chill. The rest of the boys, yes, the boys are growing up, quote unquote, they're boys. I tell them the word monkeys is gonna traumatize the shit out of you. Trust me, when you get older, every time you hear monkeys, you think about me. And you tell people like, respect my boundaries or don't say monkeys because my dad always called me a monkey. But tell them why I called you monkeys. Tell them why that word hurts you, Try to teach you, And that's the shit. But once again, I just see him on the weekends. I do co-parenting, so I can see him every day. But obviously, in this fucking madman world, I gotta have $1 and shit. That's why I didn't go home this weekend to see him, because I tell him I'm not gonna go home broke because you kids want to buy, mom want to buy the universe type of situation. You don't really say hi, what's up, daddy? Let's go shopping. I'm like, yeah, every single time shopping. I go, I'll buy you stuff for now, but my situation with my kids to like put her in a positive manner. And my oldest daughter should be 16 this year. I mean, my oldest daughter, my youngest daughter, she'll be 16 in June. So I told babe, check out, when you get a job this year, I'm gonna prefer you and your boys. I'm gonna teach you because I didn't deal with the 2 older ones. So when you get a job, every week when we see each other, now I become your kid. I'm hungry, you feed me, and you're gonna buy me toys. Even when I won't do shit with the toys, they'll be in the box. I just throw right there in the shelter. The shed, and you're chilling there. But why? Just to prove a point, because everything you buy me, I will keep. Everything I bought you guys, where's it at? Fucking destroyed, because you guys don't cherish bullshit, but you want to buy the universe, And for everybody out there, kids in marriage wait till you're like 30 or 40 years old. Deadass. Make sure you're established for yourself as one being to potentially be there established. And maybe potentially you can do marriage, relations, families, and kids. This love shit. If not, become many of us. Deadass. Become many of us. Accept bullshit by your side. Pray about home manifest all the fuck you want. And it's not going to get better, respectfully. But you just don't know that yet. God can do it. The universe can. My ancestors. I pray for you. I go my day in my life. If that was factual, they're throwing your face. Look at all your toxic family. How's that working out for them? And their belief's not the issue. Them as a toxic couple, that's the issue. So once again, for you out there, and just like, this is the shitty part of knowing what I know to the fullest now. Just like, it's day by day baby steps. I'm an alien in this fucking universe, and that's it. I just tell stories to pay for it, nothing more, nothing less. That's all I can do for anybody out there, So yeah, I'm gonna play some clips, guys. Then I gotta get going, so I'm gonna sleep because tomorrow's work and shit. Give me 2 seconds, I gotta charge my iPhone. Let's see this one, cool. Remember the Zillight podcast, Seattle, Washington, in my van. Eventually, I'll catch up myself and I'll upload this to my YouTube and Spotify, which I recommend out there. Spotify for the healing journey, mental health wise, I highly recommend. If you're Spotify. And once again, you be atheist, but as long as you're patient enough, open-minded enough. Remember, there's someone speaking, they're telling stories, you don't have to comprehend. That is your free one choice. But religious talk, Johnny Chang, Sati Tim for Buddhist teachings, and then Lori Wheeler for like counseling therapy talk. All together, beast. And the cool thing is, it all tests your mental health. If you want to feel your feelings, if you want to test yourself with your mental health. And the best part is, I'm not talking to nobody, I'm not talking, they're talking. Night tomorrow, have a best night, queen. Take care, be safe. And I say respect to the fullest. Every which way. Me as a being, I'm always trying to evolve and learn from others, because everyone's unique. We're having beliefs, especially in the healing journey, because I could potentially learn from you and your stories, your conversations, and pay it forward. If you have your own Spotify, your own podcast, your own platform, I'll even plug you up. Like, yo, check out, this is not my story. But tomorrow, this is tomorrow's story, what she went through. And I just send people your way, because it's not my personal experience, but I heard a story, I heard your podcast, and it's very intriguing, so that's who I recommend to you guys, because that's not my personal story. That's for everybody out there. If you want to do this healing journey, you have some resources. You see the cell phone tattoo? All the answer to life is on the cell phone tattoo. It's right there, man. Anything with your mental health, why am I sad? Go to any platform, type it in the search bar. You got YouTube, Google, the AI. So much resources, But yes, it's nice to have physical beings, to have this conversation face to face or behind the screen. That's a positive. Why am I saying what I'm saying? Why do I preach about the healing journey? Because my parents taught me about the healing journey. All my family, they don't know shit about the healing journey at all. They're just in a journey. Because God will do it, the universe. And once again, nothing wrong with the higher source at all. We beings are the issue. People get mad when I say the D word, disabled. Because that for them, that people triggers them. Remember this. There any word that triggers somebody because that traumatizes them or hurts them for whatever apparent reason, if you don't make comment or ask a question, you know it's for a conversation, you will never know. So you can ask him. Remember, to respect, you say, hey, I respect your boundary, but I'm just curious to know why every time I say the D word, it hurts your feelings. Why does it trigger you type of situation? Because I'm not being mean, I'm not using the victim mentality, nothing. I'm just curious to know why it bothers you so much type of situation. And maybe they might elaborate. Now they can be like, it just does. And, they get smirk about the situation, then avoid them best as possible. If not, you be bumping heads and you don't want altercations, respectfully. Sorry, multitasking.
Your last breakup, was it your fault or theirs?
It was both. We were together from very, very young. I don't know, you just evolve over time as you get older, and it was like more of a thing of like, oh, I want more for myself. And I realized that the person I fell in love with when I was younger just wasn't really who I was anymore.
Was it hard to end the relationship?
Yeah, it was super hard because he was a great guy, amazing person. I had to mourn the loss of like an 8-year relationship, which was really hard for me. And I spent a lot of time crying, a lot of self-reflection, and a lot of therapy.
Did you ever doubt your decision?
I did at some points, especially when I had family telling me you should just get back with him and like try to make it work. And I knew for myself that's not what I wanted and what was meant for my life anymore, and so I had to just stay firm on my decision.
Well, it's something that you learned about yourself.
I learned that I hold on way longer than I should, that it's okay to appreciate what has been and to love what's to come as well.
What advice would you give to someone who's still in a relationship just for the convenience or the comfort of it?
And I think that's what really got me to make that decision, was like really sitting like, is this something that I really, really want? That's a really hard decision to make, and so having a therapist that can help really reflect and dissect every little part of what you're feeling and what you're going through is really monumental.
Can I have your name and where you're from?
My name is Heather and I'm from New York, but I am Dominican.
And that's it. Once again, I tell my kids were talking about, Valentine's Day, their crushes. I'm like, yo, papi, mommy, y'all too young for feelings. You know that, right? You're too young. I know you have this little puppy love and bull stuff, but like, you don't know what love is yet. Respect for you. Your unconditional love for your parents for now, but for when you get relationships, everything will change every which way. It says becomes toxic or falls apart, they cheat, you go, it's a bloodbath. And now you question your self-worth every which way. You question your faith and your belief in whatever you believe in as a foreigner, Real fast tomorrow says I get yelled at a lot with the content I speak on. Well, once again, the people that you yell at you every which way because that's their trigger. So avoid them best as possible. The ones that are more mindful, the more observant, they sit there and just listen to you. They don't have to comprehend what you're saying. They'd be like, oh, why do you believe that? They might ask questions, but they just make comments, Hello, yeah, staying because it's comfortable, seems legit, good reasoning. That's because, once again, we're taught that, through thick and thin. Like, my first mom, 12 years too long. Dead the fuck out, 20 years old, fresh, the V card, the virgin. Born as a Catholic, whoever lose my V card, virgin card to, I should be with them forever, get married, and have families and kids. So yeah, we didn't get married. Lucky we didn't get married. Fuck that shit. We respect to say that. Do I believe in marriage? Shit. Nowadays in America, it's a risk. It's sad to say, but it's facts, man. You can be the most loving person in the universe, loving man. Like scenario, I have a potential partner. She wants to get married. I give her everything in life. All these conversations, and one day she can wake up. You know what? I want a divorce. And it's not even about my own bullshit, but she could take half the shit or all the shit. And then me, I'd just be, I won't even fight. Take it all. That's your ability to call you out. Don't ever say God, don't ever say love, respectfully. Especially if you give about my own bullshit, then that was the intent. Cool. But it sounds good. I don't become sound bitter, hateful, I don't question myself. No. But once again, it's a major risk to get involved with somebody, especially to get married. Fuck, a major risk. In America, it's a bloodbath. There is no tradition in America, respectfully. Third world countries, for the most part, there is tradition. But once again, how are they gonna be with you for love and lust or toxic love and lust? In the beginning, everything starts with love and lust. Every relationship, even if it's fake, starts with love and lust. When the sparks are ending, energy starts shifting. Less bullshit, less intent. There it is. Now it goes to toxic love and lust. Toxic love and lust, that's just dime a dozen. Once again, show me love and lust, that's just rare as fuck. I had to round up a gang of people with a heart of bitterment, of disabled people. Oh, okay, awesome. Once again, like your situation, in any situation, you have your little groups out there, your people, your support teams, whatever you're going through in life, your mental health, your health. The people are supportive for the most part, show the respect on the overall. But remember, there's a lot of people that are narcissistic wise, especially just in a journey. It'll trigger the shit on whatever you talk about. My situation, boys hate me, the queens love me. Some queens love me, hate me because the truth hurts. Like, your bitch is about a queen, the door's right there. I used to be you. I won't go back to toxicity. Why? Well, yes, you're gonna hurt the feelings, but the kicker, they've been hurting your feelings for how long now? And you were about their feelings respectfully, but don't worry. I got you because I was you. You're stuck on what? The worst fucking addiction in the universe in all these fucking realms. You're stuck in an emotional, mental, spiritual trauma bond. You believe that you need him in your life. Yeah. When people hate me, they hate hard. Once again, anyone that hates anybody, anyone that's a bully, is not a good person. Don't matter if they say God, I don't give a shit what you believe in. I'll call you the fuck out. I didn't say that all the time. Nope, don't say God. Don't say love. I don't know why you have families for. You're just a fuck boy. What? Yeah, your energy's garbage. Your wife's energy, the kids, they're positive. They're more energetic. They're squares. You are a fucking circle. Maybe, who knows? I don't know you like that. Behind closed doors, maybe you're a zombie addict to addiction. If the wife, it becomes serious, triggers, or the wife looks at me funny, oh, there it is. So what are you? Typically 9 out of 10, are you alcoholic? Now you're fucking with drugs, all that bullshit? Yeah, you're a fucking zombie. So you're married, wife and kids, you're doing God, Buddha, the universe, but you're a fucking zombie? Then you're the problem. Respectfully, that's the best part. I don't even know you, but I do know energy. I don't trauma bond with people who cause the trauma. That's good. That's when you know how you can let go. If you can't let go, that's when you have bitter hatred towards your ex-exes. That's the worst part right there, man. You don't have to move on respectfully, but when you start the healing journey, more on the waking awake journey, my situation, what a breakup. They can ghost. I don't care. I don't become sad, bitter, hateful. I don't question myself. But that's potential almost a year and a half ago. I think it's longer than that now. It's amazing how fucking time goes so fucking fast, right? What do I do when my ex trying to make me mad? Oh, she's trying to trigger you? Why is she trying to trigger you for? Did she love? If scenario, let's say whatchamacallit, your ex previous relationship, it was toxic as fuck. Jealousy, insecurity issues, emotional, mental, physical abuse, and that's what she knows. That's what she's triggering because she's traumatized. So if you're not the type of person that enjoy that trigger stuff like that, then don't get involved with them respectfully. And remember this: if that's your ex, you can be potential platonic friends, potentially, as long as feelings are not involved anymore. And remember this: for everybody out there, rejection is protection. Match it. Keep it simple. The way I speak, matching energy, that's called love. Taking energy, that's toxic love. Why do you accept toxicity? I preach about doors, especially the scenario if it's face to face, just the door's right there, just walk away. Or if they're on a cell phone, a lot of people are behind the screen. Remember this: it's not the cell phone, it's not social media, it's the owner of the cell phone. So you can block them. Or don't. I know, easier said than not to respond to them, especially when it comes to exes. I know, I was you. I make it sound so easy, but trust me, it's not the cell phone. It's you control the cell. You're the owner. Block all day, every day. And if you unblock them and still talking bullshit, block them again. Hey, get out till you can actually be cool, calm, collective, and stop arguing type of situation. Then I'm gonna just keep blocking you. Avoid you best as possible, and that's a potential trigger them even more because they want altercations. Because especially when it comes to exes, because why? 9 out of 10, we don't have to let go of each other. That's the shit. First hard part is forgiveness, communication. Real shit, 1,000. Thank you. I just tell stories. Once again, you're the original myself. I went through all that bullshit, and I just tell stories so you don't stay too long, and you don't question your self-worth, and you don't accept bullshit by your side. I was taking an argument to court. There you go, tomorrow. You know the legal system, which is beautiful when it gets to that point. A lot of us don't know anything. We don't want to get involved in the court systems because it can be costly, and from their ways, we can go there with everything correct on our side, and a lot of these judges are too narcissistic, and they believe they're in that four-wall man-made bullshit. They are God, and they can go against everybody, even though you have everything correctly wise. So best as possible, try not to get to the legal system type of situation. I said respectfully, but once again, that's why the intent not to deal with toxicity. Like a zillion, my situation potential to be a zillion queens in the whole universe, queen, babe to be. Why would I ever stress about you? One, make that make sense. Look around you. There's got to be other queens on the healing journey, more on the awakening work, eventually woke journey. These conversations. I don't deal with toxicity. Why would I deal with toxicity? Why would I let someone come in my life and try to take my energy? Because she's beautiful? Because she has, Kim Kardashian, a zillion dollars? Nothing man can't talk to me. I tell queens all the time, you can talk to me. If you want to, you don't have to. That's your free one choice. You can say you like me all you want, but you don't want to talk to me. Then what are we doing here? What am I doing here? I'm just letting you know, if you keep doing this, try to take my energy because you're a toxic love, inside you're broken like a lost, I'll walk the fuck away. If they hurt your feelings, respect me, I don't care. Because that's not my feelings, it's your feelings. You don't even want to talk about your feelings, then you're hurt. You're just in a journey. You can say God, you can say healing journey. You can verbalize healing journey, therapy, counseling, but look at this. You like me, quote unquote, you want to get to know, but you can't become vulnerable, open your mouth, then what are we doing here? That lets me know off the rip that if we was to be a couple and you had a bad day, I don't do it to you, somebody else triggers you, you're going to crucify me, and you're going to build walls. You're going to push me away. You need your space. Yeah, so why should we even try? You're not ready for love. All you know is toxic love, what I used to be, respectfully, Damn, I've never did that. Just walked away from the argument like to a whole other crib. Once again, I preach about doors. The dead ass, I try to teach my kids out there, just walk out. And when you leave, don't go back. If you go back, just verbalize boundaries. But remember this, you can verbalize boundaries, no one to respect them. If you don't respect your boundaries, what are you choosing? What are you doing? Sit to entertain, ask for validation, or just be selfish in a positive manner and walk the fuck away. Deadass. This is your life. We're taught to once again, we're taught to being selfish. It's wrong to sin. The fuck it is. If you don't got you, who got you? Them? Obviously they don't. The door's right. The miracle, the sign from God, the ancestors, it's the fucking door. For everybody, every day above ground to put doors in your head, count every door you go through. But you bitch about that one door. Toxic family, toxic partners, fuck that bullshit. I won't ever do that again. First baby mom, 12 years too long. So I finally walked away. No healing journey, just a journey. God, higher source, nothing but God, the higher source. You believe it's a person by your side. That's the problem. I'm a second about the mother of boys, 7 years too long, but until she walked away from me, us. It was a blessing in disguise, and I got my life back. That's why I started my healing journey at 39 in this lifetime. 18 at heart. Today, well, not today, yesterday I turned 45, so I'm going to use my life the best years of my life. And nothing against my exes, my past pain, my toxic trauma, no child trauma, because I got my life back. I'm just telling stories to pay it forward so you don't become me and many of us. If you're 20 years old hearing this shit and you're in toxic relationships, beat me at 39. You got 19 years to beat me. If you need help, I'll hold you and guide you every which way. Happy belated birthday, brother. Oh, thank you, King. Thank you. Just another day above ground, another day, another year of life. And for me as a being, my motto to be out there, just day by day, baby steps. Nobody's guaranteed tomorrow. So as a being, every day I wake up. If you ever see me as a physical being, I'm always praying. Always. Praying to God, the universe, it can be my last meal, it can be my last drive, it can be my last time I go to sleep. But give me 2. I know logically and physically speaking wise, a human being cannot last 200 years old, but I just to be sarcastic, give me 200 years. What? Yes, sir. Turn 21, December 22nd. Oh, happy belated birthday, King, also. And you're fresh. Once again, analogy, metaphor, you're the old version of myself, you're my inner child type of situation. So that's why I tell stories to pay it forward. I'm a single father of kids. And what you gonna call it? I think my daughter, yeah, you're my second daughter's age, And that's the shit for me out there. I just pay it forward. I tell my kids, don't become myself, know your mom as best as possible, and I hold you and guide you, And that's all I do. If someone puts hands on me, I go get my own house, strike one. There you go. The intent not to ever get to the point of physical. Remember, but the red flags are there because it'll start with what? The emotional and spiritual abuse. And then they haven't hit you yet, but shit's flying. Shit's flying, they're breaking bullshit. The third time is going to happen, physical altercations. But once again, it's called triggers. What is triggering you? What is triggering you? Because it typically is a being or man-made bullshit. And from there wise, if you become triggered, now the devil comes out of you and you build hatred. Hatred is a swollen poison monetarily. And now the devil comes out of you, you become Cain, take your brother Abel out. emotionally, mentally, spiritually, potentially even physically. Now you're catching cases over petty little words, conversations. Feelings and the truth respectfully. And don't worry, I was you. Many of us don't know those conversations when I talk this shit. And it sucks, but to tell stories to pay it forward, so you have to become many of us, especially when it comes to love, you want relationships. I'm in Seattle. Zillions of queens out here. Beautiful cosmetic in the north side, they're more empathetic people on the overall. But in the south side, they get hoods, like a lot of, square circles in between because they're hurt. Beautiful queens cosmetically wise, but I know inside they might be doing potentially a little bit of healing journey, but my energy is too strong for a lot of them because I'm just blunt. I don't hold back. On top of that, I have a lot of words and phrases in my body that triggers them. Like, you have a lot of triggering words. I know I do, queen, and I got your attention by them. So that's my point being. I keep it at that. If you want me to sell you a dream, I will sell you a dream. I'll give you a chance. Even though I already know in my head, I already saw future in a positive manner with your energy, it's not going to work out. But if you want to try, we can try. You can fall on your face. I don't recommend it, but that's my situation. I'm not trying to sell nobody a dream. I'm not trying to hurt no queen out there at all. So that's why I forewarn you day one off the rip, but that's just to be, what you're getting into, and to see if you're ready for this on the overall. Yeah, but I wasn't emotionally available or verbally reassured. That's a lot of us right there. So if you're not emotionally available, respectfully, like you're not ready for love, respectfully, it's either someone makes you feel good. That's a dopamine high, like X, the recipes X, X is tentación. Like, I don't like the word happiness. Happy is it's fake. It's not real. Strive for joy. That's real. That's very factual. Joy is forever. Happiness is a dopamine high. Whatever makes you happy. You have 1,000 fucking bodies, 20,000 kids. Man-made bullshit, but you still feel alone. You're still scared, you're still not satisfied in life. Why? Because, you're striving for the wrong shit in life. Date yourself as a being. You learn to love you. What's your boundaries, what's your level, what's your standards as one being. And then from there, your ex-exes, what's the red flag that you missed? What's the boundaries that they passed that you passed? What did you accept by your side? I learned everything about my ex-wife, but she was jealous. Number one was jealous, and the third one's jealous and trolling, and so on and so on. So there's potential to be. I don't want them to have none of those traits at all. My situation, I don't deal with jealousy and insecurity issues at all. I tell our queens potential-wise, I tell them, chill out. So just to let you know, for you, I speak to a lot of queens behind the screen in Seattle, face-to-face. I do a bunch of one-on-ones. Like 99.99% of my followers on my one-on-ones are queens out there. It's platonic, not passing boundaries every which way. If that's going to hurt your feelings, if you become jealous, then it's not going to work out respectfully. Yeah, LOL. I tell the courts things like that. Exactly what you gonna call it. And I forewarned them because it's not gonna work out. And once again, as one being, can handle rejection. The word no. Boys and girls, they run from rejection and they ghost typically because they don't want to do the drama and bullshit. Women and men, the healing journey, we do adult conversations, the uncomfortable conversations to talk about this. They bait it out. So like, whatever's going on with you, I don't know what's going on with you, but like on my side that I know, I haven't hurt you. I don't try to trigger you, bother you, but you keep building walls, you keep pushing me away, you need your space all the time. But if you keep doing it just to let you know that it's your free will choice, but I'm more likely to let you know I'm going to just walk away. I don't recommend it, but if I was you, I would recommend dating people like you that are trigger you, that you're broken, that build walls, and that shut down, push people away because you need your space. I don't recommend it because both of you, similar to that situation, it's not going to work out. It'd be a bloodbath, just to forewarn you, For real, I say things in court like I received no support, emotional, physical, financial. Oh, yeah. Once again, you can definitely in court for sure. Every which way.
Do you want to live forever? I don't.
Oops, sorry, it's too low. Apologize.
I'm not living too.
Boop, boop.
Do you want to live forever? I don't. If I had to pick right now between dying instantly or being forced to live forever, I'd rather die instantly because I think being alive forever can be its own form of torture. But I do really like the idea of people living healthier, longer lives and trying to find some way to influence society to help people improve their health. Like when we look at the items that are banned in Europe for food versus what's allowed in the US, there's a huge difference, and I think part of that is because of trying to maximize profits a little bit too much in the US as compared to that. So that's something that I do care about. What about you?
So if I still the young queens, right? Probably like this little podcast, maybe like 20, 22 years old, right? Fresh. So obviously when you're young and you're traumatized in life and you don't think about a healing journey, you're like, you know what? I'd rather just be get murked up a situation. As long as it's a peaceful death, I'm good, I'm out. Like, I overage myself, dead ass, overage myself, right? This doesn't sound bad when I say this. Dead ass, I would pray to God, the universe, that, yo, God, do me a favor, like, I don't wake up tomorrow. Now, let me have a peaceful death and I wake up. Fuck, I'm still here. Now I'm glad that I'm still here. So my situation, I would love to, like, be, immortal, quote unquote, live forever. Because what? Why? To tell the same story every day background. Dead ass, same fucking stories. Get to be up. That's all I talk about, toxic relationships, man. Co-parenting, kids are involved. And the healing journey, your mental health. I don't give a shit about nothing man-made. I'm at work. Nothing in my job can talk to me at all. Other than physical beings, my coworkers and customers, and the AI, if I use a computer to research bullshit. Other than that, this beautiful shop can't talk to me at all. The tools, all the machine, nothing. Fucking nothing. Bunch of crickets. That's the type of people keep it simple. You're in your house, right? Other than physical beings and the AI, ask anything man-made in your beautiful home, whatever your home, call your home for advice to life. Hey cupboard, I got PTSD, what do I do? Hey dishes, I got anxiety, what do I do? Hey bathtub, I got depression, what do I do? Hey roof over my head, I'm stuck in a toxic love, broken, coded relationship, what do I do? Hey car, I'm a zombie, addict and addiction, what do I do? Fucking crickets. Oh my gosh, lives are hard, boo-hoo me respectfully. So that's my situation. I would love to, now that I worked on myself, I would love to live forever until I see the whole universe on the overall, all these realms. They're on the healing journey, mental health, and better relationships. And if I'm satisfied people on the overall, they did good and they're evolving, then, guess what, God, universe, now you can take me out. I'm satisfied with the universe that everyone's doing this healing journey. I'm the best overall. I did my part, and it's not even once again, nothing for validation, nothing. I just don't want people to stay in toxic relationships too long and be sad and bitter for the rest of their life and say, God got me. Like, yes, highest source, God got you emotionally and spiritually. Since day one off the fucking rip. Physically, there's a problem. The physical beings, do these physical beings got you? That's the problem.
What's the biggest contributor to this new wave of situationships?
It's honestly a wave full of people who say they want love but really don't understand love. It's a generation full of people who say, I want love, I want commitment, I want marriage, I want a relationship. But in all actuality, you just want what you've seen on your friends' page. You really just want to go out of town with it. You really just need somebody to hold in the middle of the night when you're lonely.
I think the biggest contributor to situationships, though, is low self-worth. People are just settling for whatever piece of a man or whatever piece of a woman they can get, and then you end up having feelings, afraid to communicate them because you made an agreement silently or even verbally that you're willing to accept this low-level treatment. And if we just start to see ourselves differently and work on our self-worth first, you won't attract situationships. The truth is, nobody really wants to just have sex and be done, and you're worried about what he's doing or what she's doing in their free time. You actually want somebody who thinks about you. You want somebody who considers you. You want somebody who commits to you. That's actually what you want. But you're allowing yourself to program yourself to believe that you'll just take this. And then we say things like, oh, now it's not a good time for dating. Well, if it was a good time for sex, then it was a good time to date.
I also believe that a lot of people are accepting less than what they desire, right? For fear of loneliness, for fear of not finding exactly what they want, for fear that they'll never get the person that they truly desire in their heart. And I think a part of it is realizing that it's better to be single than to be connected with someone who is not good for you. It's better to be single than to connect yourself with somebody who is an energy drainer. It's better to be single than to be treated like a second-class citizen, right? You deserve the best. And even if you have to wait for it, right? You only have to get it right once. I tell people this all the time. In relationships, you only have to get it right once.
Deep shit. So, situationships, basically friends with benefits, right? But here's the kicker. Even people that do situations, if you're 25 and under, you also just get a title of boyfriend and girlfriend because you don't want your options to know that you're off the market, quote unquote. But once again, for everybody out there, if you can't control and protect the energy, why even try relationships? Why even try situationships, benefits, all the terminology? Because why? y'all gotta get your feelings about it, especially on the female side. A lot of you queens want love, but here's the kicker. So you want love, quote unquote, but you're doing benefit situationships with your friends. Fuck all that bullshit. And then you believe in God. The worst part is you believe in God, Jesus, Allah, Buddha, Muhammad, the universe, the spiritual ancestors, and you're still waiting for their potential, even though they're fucking with somebody else, or they're, we're just friends, just chilling, we're just doing our thing. There is no title. Why do you want to rush the process? But you already became porn stars. They're done with each other. You don't want a title. Make that shit make sense. Hey, I got something to tell you. Oh, go for it. What's up? How you doing? How's it going? How's your night going? And I say respectfully. Once again, for everybody out there, if you can control and protect your energy, nobody can take it from you. Anyone, let's say the potential, and they ghost you. Or, let's say I have a girlfriend, and she used me for lust, and she walks away. That's your free one choice. I don't question my self-worth. I'm not sounding depressed, bitter, hateful. No. That's your free one choice. I just got rejected. That's okay, People say I look like Trump in my orange shirt. That's funny. I don't think that, but it's a very, for sure, very orange shirt. I love bright colors. It's an attention getter every which way. When I try to go to sleep, I see a black shadow figure trying to reach at me, and I wake up. Oh, well, that could be attention to the spiritual universe-wise, and I forget the terminology, whatever you're talking about, wise. I forget there's a term for that situation you're going through. Trump does not own the color orange, right? So that could be, once again, the devil, Lucifer messing with your head type of situation, or remember, like God. The whole thing religious talk, God, Lucifer, right? Devil, Satan. Like, the devil does not want you to evolve in life. Keep it simple. He does not want you to evolve in life. He wants you to just stay bitter, hateful, and do wrong. And we offer Jesus man-made bullshit. What is it? Body, beauty, lust, and then, car, money, power, and fame. That's the shit, like man-made bullshit. He wants you to fall for that bullshit, and because that would become your God and your love. That's why anybody that backs about man-made bullshit, you can say God, the universe. No, your God and your love is your body, your beauty, your looks, your lust, your job, your money, your car, your home, and man-made bullshit. That's your love, and that's your God. So don't say love, don't say relationships. You're far from the situation. You have a lot of healing to do. You say, I go to church. Church is the issue. You are the issue, respectfully. So that part, if I was you, King, if I was you, just you're on TikTok, right? Type that in, AI. ChatGPT, Google, YouTube. Like, I just, when I see whatever, I see a demon, a being, what's the meaning behind it? And it could be dream conversations, other term type of situations. But yeah, just definitely investigate that, because that's not my spiritual gift. That's a 4D to 10D in the Matrix. I'm just 3D. Everybody's 2D initially, blue pillars, entertainers, NPCs, and bullshit. And then just in a journey, healing journey. You become a red pillar. We take the red pill. Do this healing journey type of situation, and then you evolve in life. Oh, this is Brianna. I'll do a co-host. It's been a minute.
Hello. Hello, my friend, long lost friend. I miss you and I love you. I love your energy.
What's up, Brianna? How you been, Queen? How's life? Happy New Year's. How's it?
I have been good. I've been through hell and back, but I'm somewhat still living, but somewhat thankful,
I'm happy to hear that.
Yeah, but thank God to you. Like, if y'all don't, like, I'm subscribed to him. Like, he's like a true friend. Like, literally, he'll give you the best advice ever. And,
thank you.
Vice versa. And he speaks true facts. Like, regardless, he does not judge anybody by its own cover. Like, it is what it is.
I
God gave you a Bible for you to read. And then, therefore, you guide through it, and then it hits you one way or another.
Right. Just to pay for it, so you don't stay in toxic
Well, regardless, if you need 4 hours, I only need 2 hours. But I'm not gonna really, disclose that. But
you good?
It's actually pretty cold.
You good?
Wait, what? No, I said you need 4 hours. I only need 2.
Oh, right.
You got him.
Got he. So, do you think it was bad?
How you been, though?
I've been good, Queen. How's you? How's life? How's your health? How's the little ones doing?
I have been good, and I had like a good life, like as I thought that was the situation. But then, therefore, things happen. I know my value. I know what my worth is.
Okay, that's beautiful.
And therefore, like, I have been talking to you, and I have been winking left and right, but asking for a friend does not mean that I've been through that. That's why I cannot see the thing like you're like the most like lifting of spirit person that you can ever meet.
Oh, thank you.
And you give it like the best, like 100%, regardless if it hurts you or not.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
It's like, you want to keep watching? Or you want to like exit out? It's up to you.
Yeah, thank you.
And the crazy part is that I thank you like on most of the part like of what I was going through.
Yeah.
And I did ask you, like, not saying personal me, but I asked for a friend, and that sounds better. And I left the situation because I knew my value, I knew my worth.
That's beautiful.
And and it's just like fuck, like I mean, like, and then when you get treated right in a situation, you're like, how does that even like? Where the heck did this come from? Like, why is this coming to my plate?
Right.
I'm like, I'm so used to being like
mistreated.
Wrong.
That's
I'm
toxic
so used
love.
to like trying to fight.
Correct.
And this person's like, I'm walking out the door. He's like, I left you money right there. You want to eat or not? Like, there's money there. You can waste whatever you want, whatever the money. Save the money.
Mm-hmm.
I'm over here trying to like save every dime that I got. Like, and this person over here giving me $100 bill.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to act right. I was like, I'm about to go to McDonald's, and over here's like Texas, like a long Texas Roadhouse. I'm like, should I eat steak or should I eat like a breakfast? I'm like, nah. I was like, I'm gonna eat breakfast. It's like, save $5 meal, 2 for $5, and then the other rest of the half I can spoil the household.
That's beautiful. I'm happy you're in a better relationship. That's awesome. That's the intent. Once again, I tell people like, once you get like.
No, but the whole point is like I try to hold on to hope, meaning that I thought that there was still something there.
Mm-hmm.
In reality, like there was nothing there, and like I'm so dumb. Like it's called cold violence.
Okay.
Can you speak about what cold violence is?
That's new to me. Can you elaborate?
So that's the reason why I left. Okay, so they're so self-centered to the point where they do not think about anybody's feelings but their own damn self. They like to walk away and leave the situation than trying to make it work. They want to see you hurt. They want to see you cry because that's their gain of like happiness of them.
They're being
making you go
narcissistic.
through.
Yeah.
They get their confidence by sitting there seeing you cry and like not even ask how your day's been, what you're going through. But I'm like, okay, my day went good, but your food's right there. You can warm it up. That's good. And you know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, I still got the like energy to like I could have done poison there, but I'm not going to do that. At the end of the day, I know responsibility, and I thank God, like I'm not like that because I could be.
Well, yeah,
but,
in our heads. Correct.
Like I appreciate everything that whatever he's doing at the time of the moment, but I mean, I could be a petty person and make him like what a freaking cup of soup and be like, oh, that's your dinner. Like nah, like without like who am I? Like I'm not that type of person that go low in my life to do that.
Okay.
But like I said, I still like I would cook, but in like self like I would just like basically like stay quiet, silence.
Okay.
You ask me anything and I'm still mad, I'll just give you a kindness, I'll be quiet. I'm only in the kitchen to just do my part and then leave. That's it.
So are you still involved with him by chance or no?
No, I left about a month ago.
Okay. How you feeling? How you doing?
Due to cold violence. I am trying to like cope with it, but it's hard. It's really hard. Like I don't know. That's why like I kind of thank you. Like honestly, like I thank you as a friend. Like I don't know like any other person who's actually known my past and like whatever you and I talk about. But honestly, like whenever like I'm going through something and I call you, give me your number, and like I'm like fuck, like do I call him? And then I do.
You can call. Yeah, you can call him.
And then at the same time, like I appreciate you always like like always answering me regardless of the situation that what I'm going through. But at the end of the day, people act like they don't drink if they never did no other whatever.
Right.
So stop acting like they're perfect when they're over there trying to say go to sleep when they know damn well they're drinking. First of all, is it cuz or cuzza? Because I could be Brian, I could be Brianna. So cuz or cuzza.
Right.
I don't. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, like I mean, and I go through your situation. I always ask you questions, not like pointed to me, but like I just like to hear other people's opinions because
that's the intent.
Like Gemini, always think they're right, and like I understand where I come wrong at a certain point.
Yeah.
But then again, like I want to hear other people out. Like, I am a really cool person. Like, I literally like have the kind of heart. Like, it's crazy because like I could be Brian, I could be Brianna, I could be like cousin, go to sleep and get off my live and block him.
Right.
I'm not gonna do that because he probably drunk anyways. But it's okay.
If I get her name tatted on me, if I've never been with her. If you want to tag your name on your body of somebody else, like someone you like, especially potential if you want to, but the downfall.
That's psychoness. I'm sorry.
Well, respect for the downfall is like you probably have regrets. Everyone's probably give you shit about it, and if you can't,
you gotta take him down with you.
Yeah, so like
the
my
energy
suggestion.
You going through, you gotta take him down with you.
I got you can't see him. I'm wearing my hoodie on, but the mother of boys.
Yeah, that's why it's covered. That part, it's covered for that reason. Woo!
Well, see how you can cover us, but my situation, like the mother of boys, her name to this day is still tied on my forearm.
Okay, well,
you know?
why can't we see it then? Why can't we see it?
Oh, you can see it if I put my sleeve up. Let me see.
Okay, well, we want to see it then.
So it's a mother of boys. Why
you cover it though? Why you cover it?
I don't know why I'm wearing my hoodie, so it's mother of boys. So people ask me like, it don't bother you? Like, no, it's I love her for leaving me, and it's she's a mother of boys. Platonically wise, I have no respect for her because she was a good mother, good partner, and overall, I'm the one that would just hurt every which way, no healing journey. So there is no regrets.
But at the same time, like at the same time, I don't get like how relationship comes. Like they know your backstory of what you've been through, and know it's not perfect, but they hold that against you, and the crazy part the hell is. Okay, I don't know this person. Hello.
Hello.
Oh God, I like that piece in front of you. I love it.
I fear losing you, but how can I lose something I never had?
Do you know him?
No, I don't.
I think I want to start the new generation having that.
Of what?
Oh, he's making me want to get that. I'm sorry.
Was it a headset? A gaming headset?
That's what stand out more. That's what stand out. The piece in front of his water can. That's what stand out more.
Oh. But if I could have you, I'd be glad.
That one stands out the most because I said, where'd you get that?
But once again, like, that's the thing with feelings, guys. You try to get involved with somebody, and then the intent to match energy of love. If they take energy as toxic love, and the intent not to overlove and overthink because you stay for too long, and then you waste all your energy on them.
So my cousin, okay, so I don't mean to disrespect you, but my cousin's telling me go to sleep. Like, why should I go to sleep? If he has more subscribers than me, then I should go to sleep. But he only has 53. Boy, you should go to sleep. I got 16K, and you have how much? Yeah, you should be going to sleep a long time ago. Bye, Felicia.
Do you think it's free? I mean, do you think it's fear that's trying to visit me? Trying to tell
I'm
me
not doing no free, like, go to sleep fear? Now.
Potentially. Once again, that's the spiritual gift. I don't have that spiritual gift at all.
Yeah, no, like the thing is with me and Gemini, I sense out through energy, and like the first time ever I met you, okay, you're at work, then.
Oh yeah, it's an 11.
Then why is your energy not up then more than me? That's crazy. But
I'm blessed.
And then say go to sleep. Anyways,
yeah.
So like my energy, how it is like I'm the coolest person ever. Like that's how I met Jay. Jay was cool.
Okay.
We did come to an altercation where she did talk bad, to her mom in front of me. And she would like talk negative about her mom. I said, girl, like, can you stop? Like, that's not the time and the place. Like, your mom is just like trying, and you're leaving your kids behind for your mom's care for her. Like, you don't, tomorrow's never promised.
Right.
I keep telling her that. She keeps talking negative to her mom, and like, I was like, I'm sorry, Jay, but like, I don't know where you're coming from or what, but like, I was like, I thank you for, you meeting her, like, introducing me to you. But at the same time, like, I kind of stopped like hanging out with her.
Yeah.
And then her mother passed away in the apartment where she was at in
Condolences.
And the crazy part was her mom told her, she goes, I don't know, Jay, but that girl Brianna, she's like the realest best friend ever. Like, you could be going through hell and back, and she'd be pulling up, cleaning your whole house, like, prepping dinner, giving you energy and said, hey, tomorrow's not promised, but just watch out how you speak to people, because like, that can go a long ways or halfway, like, I don't know, and then be over here snoring like a damn cow over here. Oh yeah, now he woke up. Oh yeah.
Because the fear I have is telling her how I feel.
Anyways,
I was never like this before till now.
The whole point is, like, she did regret that, and then when she came back from going out, her mom ended up, doing what she did, and she was not there anymore, and she's like, Brianna, my mom told me that you're always going to be a true friend. My mom told me whatever Brianna's going through, listen to her. And I'm sorry, but regardless if you have a disability or not, everybody's born equally. Like, therefore, people have their own structure of how they go through trauma.
Right.
Regardless if they had their mom and dad, if they're like freaking adopted, or they even had mom or the dad, or whatever the adoption, whatever it is. Like, it comes through a past, like, where it makes you realize and, you know, understand what the value of life is. And I'm sorry, and I feel bad, like, for even saying it, but like I said, like, that's the thing. You cannot judge a book by its cover.
Yeah.
People have not ever met their mothers or nothing at all. And some people wonder why they are the outcome of the situation. They have, you know, pads on their body to resemblance, like, of what they've been through in a situation. And that's crazy, though. It's like, you know, like I just say, like, whatever you have on your body is true facts.
Yeah.
And like I said, like I told you, like, you know, and you did admit whatever, like, the situation was. And like I said, like, I've always came to you, and even times when, like, I would call you, like,
advice,
free, like,
that's what I do. Right, just pay it forward. Just pay it forward, and then try to bring it down as possible, because with real support teams, especially the more people in your support teams, that you have all these people that potentially went to toxic relationships, been through it, or still going through it, but they give you their advice, and you hear people's stories, like, okay, you have more to think of, more to ponder with, and then at the end of the day, like I tell, like,
but people grow up in their own trauma in certain different ways.
Oh yeah, well, everyone's broken while
traumatized, or it goes in negative.
Right.
You know?
I heard something
or they
about
cover it, or they want to
regardless of disability.
A different, like, aspect of their lifestyle. I'm perfect, I'm good, but then they go on live and can't show their face. Like, make that make sense. I'm sorry, but it is what it is. Like, I mean, people cope with their own ways, as in, like, communicating with people, as in, like, a stress relief for them to know that they can help someone else. And, like, that part, I could say, like, you have. And like I said, like, everything that's on your body, like, I don't see it in a bad way, because it has a resemblance and it has a purpose of a cause to make it make sense.
Oh yeah, I just tell.
Maybe, like,
thank you. I just tell stories to pay it forward, and then all my tattoos is just words or a phrase my healing knows to pay it forward. If it triggers you and bothers you, that's my job, my gift, to trigger your feelings. And if I respect your boundaries, you don't have to talk about it. That's your free one choice, but that lets me know that you're hurt. But then you claim you want love, and I'll give you a scenario. The day you do get love, and you have a partner by your side, and that's the same question. Ask you, then what?
They don't know how to approach you, then they act negative and be like, "Oh, I thought I was love," but then I'm like, first of all, you got love, and you know how to, like, take it and receive it, and then it did that on you. So, like, you know, actions speak louder than words. If it ain't gonna work out, they're gonna walk out.
Well, that's the part of rejection. For everybody out there.
Yeah, so I'm saying, like, if you don't know how to act right, then so what be it? Be in rejection.
Well,
don't get mad at us because we're doing our part, but then you don't even know how to act right.
Right. So that's what for everybody out there is one being, like, under rejection. Because people say they want to do what you said, otherwise, and then they walk away.
People don't like the fact that a rejection happens, you know?
It's gonna happen no matter what.
Like, I'm sorry.
Nobody can stop it.
Yes, and I'm sorry, but, like, yeah, but at the same time, it's like, you say dumb, foul stuff, like, I mean, come on, like, is that how people want to think of you and, you know, have that represent of you? Like, that's not good. Like, if you want to be real, at least be real to yourself first before you can be real to anybody else. Don't hide around the bush. They don't pick up, boo, like, do you see me? Or Simon said do this, Simon said do that. First of all, if you cannot be true to yourself, therefore, do not even play that picture and be like, oh, I'm perfect. Like, I never had this, whatever. Like, they can be going through a whole lot. And the fact that, like, it's crazy. Like, they want to judge everybody else, but they can't judge themselves. Like, if you cannot admit to themselves, then therefore, like, that's, we need to go to, like, you know, therapy or AA, which is not what they're doing, but.
Well, you can do the therapy, counseling, the AA meetings, but as long as you're trying to evolve and the person that's teaching you tell you the story as best as possible. If not, you'd be there therapy, counseling, and AA for years to be.
But the fact that, like, I've heard about that, like, I have not, like, been through that situation, but the whole point is, like, someone likes to overcome someone, as in, like, trying to be the bigger, like, chief, as in, like, being the elderly person that's been through hell and back, but in reality, they're 50 trying to be freaking 15. You're like, first of all, like, I had to grow up that, like, the day I was born, the day, like, when Miss Rachel said, I got Pampers for you to wear, and then, like, regardless if you want to get, you know, the Apple, you know, refundable, if your phone did drop in the toilet, you know, you get your refund. Say, Rachel said, you know, do this and that, whatever, like, that's when you take an action of that. But therefore, that's what Rachel said. So,
Well, when it comes to the age, but no, it's the maturity level. Like my situation, like I tell people, like
yeah, that's what I'm saying. And
uh-huh.
yeah, no, but like, and my like, I'm not saying in a bad way or not, but like, my mom always told me like, if you date a guy that has like tattoos on their face, I don't want to meet them.
Right? No, what?
My dad always told me. My dad always told me the color I do not want to see is like the color that you walk on like a freaking like a highway road. I'm not gonna say the color, but obviously you know the color.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to meet that color. That's it.
Well, that's
no
our parents in different generations.
And it makes it make sense because it makes it make sense because and the crazy thing is my dad's brother. Okay, so my mom, her two sisters, right? And my dad, his two brothers, they all got together.
Okay.
So my dad, my dad Mario, Larry, Alex, and then my mom, Francia, Laura, and Sandra, they all got together. So the whole point is, my dad's brother was so against the color of the pavement road of the highway, and all of his blessings were that color. Except Tata.
Exactly, that's the thing, like.
And all his kids, he was so against it so bad, and God made it make sure that it was his resemblance of the highway he gets to work every day.
Right.
And I was like, wait, what? And then that's crazy. Like, and I don't know how that worked, but like I said, like, you put yourself in that situation of, regardless, you want to represent yourself as in a good way or a bad way.
Okay.
Or, like, you can say, I'm not perfect. I don't judge anybody. Come at me correct.
So basically, it's racist to blacks. Basically, we're good.
Like,
yeah, that's what it sounds like.
Good guidance.
Right, but once again, when it comes to racial tension, like I tell people, like, if you're low-key racist, right, and I get, remember our parents and old generation, like, I'm at this for a reason, like, don't say God, don't say love, you're low-key racist, like, bruh. And that's why you're
gonna have baby, come to Dubai, baby, hi back.
And that's why, like, if you're gonna date out your race, but your family's, if you know your family's gonna give you shit, then are you ready for that? Or they'll got to manipulate, hey, yeah, you love your partner, but guess what? We don't date yellow people, black people, go out the race.
You gotta sacrifice love to cut off people to know what love is, but then when it hits hard, and then you know where love stands, if they're gonna be there or not, or if your family matters.
Well, best is possible. But once again, like, you know,
just test the waters, because
you can, but you
gotta. Like I said, if I had a dude that I was gonna talk to the next day, right, and then I'm like, Dad, meet him. Yeah, my dad was iffy about him. My mom was too. Regardless, like, it's my own happiness, but then therefore, they're gonna have to accept the fact that I'm going to go through that. But in reality, they already knew from the get-go. But at least have some kind of hope and be like, hey, yo, like, at least you tried.
Right, but who do you date when you date your partner? Or you date your parents? Like, I get the whole thing. I respect your parents, but
first of all, like, I don't even give a fuck about my parents at this point because they both done wrong to me.
Okay.
But I'm like, so I reach out through energy.
Right.
If my energy says like, do not trust you, you're cut off. I'm sorry. Like, you're wasting your time.
But very well said.
And
rejection, protection.
And then therefore, like, if I reach out energy, you're lying. And, like, that's just how we see it. And, yeah, like, I just don't understand. Like, if you cannot be true to yourself, then why are you even speaking upon a situation that you can't even make it suitable? Make that make sense.
Right. Best as possible.
Yeah.
Brianna, I don't think it's dating for you, to be honest. You're too complicated. Go to bed, Brianna.
Wait, what happened?
The comments.
Who said that?
Read the comments.
Who said that? What they say? I want to repeat that.
You can't see it? You can't see the comments on my side? No, so my side says, Brianna, I don't think your dating is for you. To be honest, you're too complicated.
Yeah, that's why I like girls, and where the girls at. That's what I'm trying to ask you for guidance. So show me where they at.
Well, whatever you're into.
I'm trying to be my.
Whatever you're into, you can be straight, bi, gay, whatever.
He said that comment, I'm gonna try otherwise, just because I get the benefit of the doubt. He thinks he knows what's right from wrong, and I give him props a little bit. I say, where they at? Asking for a friend where they at if I don't even know what the hell I want.
Well,
please
once again,
guide me, please. That's all I'm gonna say.
Well, that's
Let's be negative. Where they at?
Well, the intent to date yourself, once again, to know what your boundaries are, you learn your standards. So potential to be that you can potentially match energy, have this conversation.
I could be a Rasputin. I could be an orbit. Like, I mean, depending on where I want to go, you know.
Okay.
It's no one's business what bed I'm gonna go to, but it's either Norbit or Rasputin.
Look, dating isn't
Like,
for you right now. Well, that's a respect because of dating. It's not for a lot of people out there. Respectfully,
or if I could be Norbert
so
and
they
let,
don't know these
let
conversations.
Norbert's
They don't know what love is.
Rasputia take over.
Respectfully, you know.
Yeah, it's like you.
In my
But it's
situation,
true. Like, I mean,
mhm.
it's just crazy because now these days the generation, as in like, it's all about what's inside,
If you're in a
not
healing
what
journey,
it's outside.
well, if you're in a healing journey, it's with the inside. If you're just in a journey, it's the outside. So that's why the outside is toxic love and lust. The inside is love and lust. But people don't comprehend that because they're not. They're just on a journey, not a healing journey. That's
They're not. They're like mature enough to know
mm-hmm.
what the fuck they've been through. Like, and everything has a meaning for everything. And like I said, like honestly, like I think you, like in every aspect of way, like I wanna like do what I did GTA, probably like more than 4 or 5 times. But then like when you're on live and I see you, and I ask for guidance, and I'm like, what the hell, like even if you didn't answer, like I'm just like, really people go through this on an everyday basis. It's crazy.
Oh yeah, well.
And the fact that like they keep it held within against, and they think that that's the right way to go.
Right.
I thought about it, and then like when Jay introduced me to you, and I was like, hey yo, he's a real one. And I love the Australian tax and whatever they come from, but where they at? Like I don't hear none of that. And what was your name again? I don't hear them right now. Like I was like hoping that the coach give me some guidance, but he's pretty quiet himself. So I mean, I'm like, okay. You don't want to be here, but you're trying to be there. But I'm just like, okay.
Right.
And that's when you clock it, and then end the story.
Mm.
And I could tell right now your energy's not fully there. I could just see because it's just like I see like you being your best, but today kind of wasn't. It's I could see it, but like don't judge me right or wrong. But
no, you're good. You're good.
See it.
I'm just listening to you once again. Like,
and you cope with it in a good fucking way, and I love that fucking energy, bro. I want to be a man just like you. Like my cousin Brandon said, go to sleep. Shoot, I'm still conversating, and he has 53 followers, and I got 16,000K. Make that make sense. I'm still trying to cope with that because that's a really gap to go through, and then tell me to go to sleep. Bye bye.
You good. Once again.
he's like, I'm at work, and I'm just like, okay, then what you doing on my live? Go to work, my boy.
Right.
Yeah, but like I can say, like right now, your energy is like you are not trying to.
Go for it.
You went through a situation, and I'm not gonna disclose that or say anything about it, but
no situation
you are
on my
a
side.
good lifted person.
Oh, thank you.
And you play that shit really good, and I know you. That's all I'm gonna say.
I don't work. I make money in my sleep. That's good. No, once again, I just.
Hey, if I had 4 visions, I make that 4 visions go the other way. Yeah.
Right.
But like I said, right now, like I honestly like I appreciate you going like on live, even though you don't have to.
Hey, no. I just tell stories. I pay it forward. That's all I do. Same conversations. Almost 6 years now.
And at the same time, like it's not like it's like personal. It's not like you're required to do it. But like I said, like I thank you, and like I'm going through a whole lot. Like I don't really talk about asking for a friend. Like I said, but it's just like what I mean. Like it's just like people have their good and bad. That's all I'm gonna say.
Well, everybody does for the most part, but what side are you more? Are you more empathetic, the nice guy, nice girl, more loving person, or you're the bad girl, the toxic person on the overall?
First, I'm a toxic. I'm toxic left and right, whatever corner comes in, like the 4 corners. And then you could tell me if you went through that, so I could admit that. Yeah, I could be a handful. Yeah, I could be girls have their wants and needs, but at the end of the day, you have to match the same energy as me. If you do not, then boy, bye. If you cannot accept me and my kids, bye.
Well, that's the intent.
If you are not gonna help me, when I'm at my lowest, bye.
Right.
If you're gonna hear me out talking on the phone for like 4 hours and be like, I'm sorry and can't do anything about it, bye.
Right.
And then you want to go onto my live and act like you the shit, but in reality, bye. And then can't even send me a galaxy like you said you're gonna do, bye. Make that make sense. You say come to Dubai, like you're not even from Dubai, so how the hell are we gonna go there? And I'm just like, make that make sense. And then they try to underestimate me, be like, oh yeah, you don't sound like Adele, you don't sound like whoever I want to sound like. I could sing whoever I want to sing, but
right.
What they say? Because I want to laugh too.
Oh, it says, look, Brianna, your love life ain't real.
Yeah, and he ain't real for me either, so stop speaking on the real.
Look, Brianna.
Don't worry about me, worry about you.
Look, Brianna, if you want someone to talk to besides Vito, give me your number.
First of all, call 911 and they can save you before you call me. So we got
Brianna's
that under control.
Number. Right, yeah.
Yeah, 911 is there for you, my boy. So you call that, and then they got you. You're well taken care of, and then stop worrying about me after.
Right.
And then him like mentioning my name, I love that part. Like he just gives me like the icks, like of like, oh my god, I'm that girl. And then he's like, what's her number? I said 911. They're there for the emergency for that reason. They play my part. Shoot, give me the 911.
Well, once again, like with potential to be as being that type of people, I tell me like, I tell my kids, everybody out there, like, do you know what love is? Like, what is your definition of love? The potential to be like asking the same question. What's the definition of love? To see if y'all be compatible. If not, it's not gonna work out respectfully.
And the crazy part is like people like to keep their silence. People like to be the happiness of their outcome of like what they want to plan the future is.
Brianna.
But in reality, like a guy, what?
He says, I mean, look at my confidence is on a pedestal because I break hearts.
Okay, so he needs to follow. Wait, what's his name?
Lustful for life.
That's why he has no picture. First of all, that's why he has no profile pic. Make that make sense. And then he can follow me and send me a badge, just send me a galaxy, and then maybe I might go to sleep. But you go to sleep and then following me, telling me I need to go to sleep. You go to sleep, stop unfollowing me, and send a galaxy, and then I'm gonna unfollow you and block you. Anyways, what I was trying to say, the fact that he said he don't care, but then he's on my live following me, and then say go to sleep, and then said just got a #1 viewer badge. Like, he's the only one on my freaking viewer. What the hell? Anyways, I salute the audience who are following me. Like, I appreciate you and I love you from deep down in the bottom of my heart. But like I said, like the crazy part is that like people can be going through a whole lot,
right? And
people don't understand what the outcome is, and people like to put a platform as in like their life is perfect. In reality, like behind closed doors.
What's it like?
Behind closed doors is where it needs to be silence.
Well, if behind closed doors is healthy,
ego is what's keeping you from loving again. Hey yo, that's why you're still on my live watching me though. And send me a gift, and then how many followers do you have? Let's see. Oh, 1 follower, and I got 16K. It means you're blocked by. You're wasting my time.
Well, remember this behind the screen, we're just several people technically don't exist, you know. So.
Hello, konnichiwa. Hello, hola, ¿cómo estás? Hola. Hello?
Got a TikTok. But guys, I'm gonna get out here for a second. Take care, guys.
Hello?
I'm just shutting up to one live. I'm on TikTok. I apologize. Like, I let people speak. That's my hunger. To be honest, she's cool people, but you know, maybe she's drinking to attention. Who knows? But respect and say that. Like, I'm a broken record. I talk about the same thing all the time, but a lot of people don't know what love is. You know, we think is not knowing. You gotta know. If not, then and this like to carve better out respectfully in this lifetime. How many bodies are you going through to figure out what love is? How many tears are you shedding to figure out what love is? Respectfully, my situation is only 4 bodies. You know, as partners. You know, when I did Benefits in 2011, that respect, that's not relationships. You can put them in the category to a certain extent, but nah, there was no love there really for the most part. It's just like whatever, quote unquote. So my last girlfriend almost March next month, be 4 years single, chilling. There was 2 potentials, but first one respectfully, like respect. That's how I tell this for a reason. That's why I speak the way you speak, and that's why if these words trigger you, especially talking to me on the norm or you see me behind the screen, you know, that's my gift. You know, and she was a zombie, like, you know, nothing wrong with casual drinking, but she was drinking. And some people lie and they be like, oh, drink on the weekends. Like, yeah, that's not really weekend. That's quite a bit, you know. You can lie to yourself. You know, you can try a lot of me, but I see through all that respectfully. I don't deal with toxicity. So basically, we did finance for almost 2 years, right? Because she's like, we could try. I'm like, respect me, the way you're doing to, what you're doing to your body. Like, you're loving your God. You can say you love me, you have feelings for me, cool, but your God and your love is the bottle. It's my tattoo. You know, she would read on me for time my body for a reason. The bottle doesn't need you. Either bottle white. She's like, you're mean. I'm like, I know, because it hurts, right? And it's direct. Because that's not my situation. That's your situation, respectfully. I don't, and I won't do opposites attract. For everybody out there, don't do it to yourself, because nobody is doing for nobody at all. And to warn you, we all tell soft story for the role of victim, right? But here's the kicker, because we've been hurt. Yes, I get it, I comprehend it. But if you're too empathetic, our flaw is what we think, not know, that we're fixtures, changers, saviors, that we are the one that can offer more love. Yeah, you can, more likely. Pardon me, excuse me. I'm gonna take it over in a minute, but whatchamacallit, you know, you can offer love to the fullest, but here's the kicker, are they ready for love? You're ready for love, you can offer to the fullest. And they can say they are, but let's say they're traumatized already, or they've been hurt, especially if they're recent breakups, you know, or stuck with their exes, but live with their exes, don't get involved in none of that mess. Because if you get stuck in a trauma bond, the emotional and the spiritual trauma bond, you're gonna stay for way too long, respectfully. And that's why I tell stories to God for Warren, so to become myself, the old version of myself, many of us, because it's not gonna work in your favor. And it's funny I say this, triggering comment, but it does not matter what you believe in. Because higher source is not going through what you're going through. Higher source is not struggling with the mental health you are. You're going through it. And that's the part that you got to be very, very careful who you get involved with. That's like Buddha, mind and body. I do mind and body and the person by your side. Because relationships can make you, break you, and they will definitely destroy you. If you allow them to destroy you, they shall. And on top of that, behind the screen, if you catch your feelings behind for a cyber person, to forewarn you, anyone can block you. If they block you, they rejected you, you become cyber hateful, you shed tears over a cyber person, you have a lot of healing to do. Worry about physical beings. Don't worry about cyber beings, respectfully. Because behind the screen, trust, you can meet some beautiful individuals, deep-ass conversations, but, and then you gotta be realistic. Yo, like, let's say I'm a potential partner. Say a potential partner, she lives in the fucking North Pole with Mr. and Mrs. Claus. I don't got Santa Claus money. Let's say she doesn't have Seattle Washington money. What are we going to do? LDR, long distance relationship, on the phone? Call, text each other every day and video chat. You can do cyber TLC all the fuck you want. Yeah. But there's no physical touch. There's no physical being. And you overlove and overgive and overthink. And the day that one or both block each other isn't going to be the end of the world. And imagine you still go to work and, you know, manage life and you're shedding tears over a cyber person, respectfully. Yeah, that's a downfall, being too empathetic. As a forewarning, do not allow yourself to get to that point, because you're going to self-sabotage your life, hurt yourself every single time, respectfully. But I love you guys. I'm passing out on you guys. It was a long day today, so have a blessed night. Take care, be safe, man. I'm out there, everybody. I'm out in your pocket 24/7, 365. Please don't ever feel alone. I just tell stories to pay it forward. She didn't become myself, the version of myself, and many of us, so I keep my wallet next to my butt where every good boy should. Right, so I love you guys. Love you tomorrow, guys. Have a best night. Take care, be safe. See you guys potentially tomorrow night sometime. I'm tired, so take care. Take a squad. Love you guys. Take care, be safe. Ciao, ciao. Later tomorrow. Have a good night, Queen. Be a squad. Love you guys. Take care, be safe. Have a good night. Ciao, ciao. Be safe. Twitch. Love you guys. Take care, be safe. Ciao, ciao.